maybe a little one. So, intro. How about, no, that won't do. Okay, maybe, if we, yeah, no, that's no good either, but I'll say that for something else, and, oh god, no, that's terribly racist. I've got nothing. Tom, over to you.
Me neither. Hey, you guys! And welcome to the Pot Topic Podcast. I am your host, Tom, and with me I have other hosts. We have Chris Howitzerbug.
Hello.
And we have Taran.
Hello.
Nice, quiet threesome.
That's
nice. How I like it.
Oh, a nice threesome where everyone's on board, everyone's kind of respectful and quiet. There's not too much joy, there's not too much pleasure. The job just gets done.
And there's no voices to drown out the slapping sound.
On this podcast, we have several pots filled with topics from our community and from our host and from that other thing. And we pull them out at random, chat bullshit for 2 hours whilst drinking whiskey, which I bought today.
Whiskey.
And it's stupid because it's a bottle of Jameson's Irish whiskey cask mates, which sounded weird enough. And then I saw that at the bottom, stout edition. And I was like, I don't know what that is, so I'll pick it up. And it's probably going to be rank. So
give it a try.
I mean,
let's start off the rank, shall we?
An Irish whiskey. Irish whiskey.
Tom,
stout edition.
Okay, but you have to open the whiskey now because my legs aren't working anymore.
There you are.
Just realised everything is the opposite side of the table.
Go for it. So how are we all?
I'm just going to point out Caskmates edition makes it sound like that's the batch they made when they were pissed.
You know, you and me, bruv, we're cask mates, right? Because,
let's just get this whiskey and let's sell it as the one who pissed it.
I love that. I love you.
Do you know what I've always thought? Like, whiskey could use fucking Guinness. Let's just make it with some fucking Guinness. See how it goes.
Irish as folk.
All right, there you are, Tom. Have your
Hang
on, this is recorded on the 30th of January for release the following Sunday, whenever that is.
Woo.
Wicked. Is that it all done? Yeah?
Is it good?
Is it good?
Oh, you can colour me drunk. That's really quite nice.
Actually, that is really nice.
So,
okay.
That's an easy drinker.
Right off the bat, something we always forget to do. Pot Topic Podcast recommends Jameson's Caskmates Stout Edition.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot sweeter.
Off one
I
sip.
remember Jameson's being. Yeah. So this week I've been not drinking.
Oh,
I know, fucking shock and horror.
Yeah, do you know, I figure I've got some of that coming up in my in my immediate future.
I work in a pub, wash, rinse, repeat, hangover, waking up feeling like shit, finally feel normal, get drunk, wake up with a hangover, and just completely rinse and repeat. To the point where I was worried my back pain was actually organ failure. I was worried my kidneys were going to explode. So I thought, I'm going to experiment. I'm going to take a week off a drink. And good news, my back pain isn't because my kidneys are going to explode, because I'm still in agony. So,
yay!
I can only assume the alcohol was helping pain medication.
As the pain got worse.
It did on Saturday night when we were grossly understaffed. My pub was due to be closed and undergoing refurbishment, so everyone took a holiday and left very few of us there. So we went down before a busy Saturday night to put some ice in a glass, bed down, couldn't straighten back up again. Threw my back out. It was like, I can't not walk right now. I've got to keep going. And
is it,
pounded some painkillers.
Side note, obviously we can't go into now because this is audio medium, but is it like lower back pain?
Yeah, do you want me to show it to you?
No, but I can show you just a couple of easy stretches. Just to,
Yeah, I've been saying the whole week. It's like I'm not drinking this week. I should start yoga. Just stretch this fucking
Now
out.
is the time.
But I realised that like 3 days in that the back pain is actually just fucking back pain.
Yeah.
So I thought, fuck it, I'm halfway through. I'm going to keep going. And you know what? I feel no different. It's harder to get to sleep.
You need to cool it off because it will just get worse because whatever you're doing is caused it. You're not stopped doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's only a body. I can replace it eventually.
we will all be in robots.
Here you're taking a real gamble on things. It's like, okay.
You do realise who's Prime Minister?
Are we going to hit singularity before I die? If yes, then whatever. Fuck it up too much, I can just download.
I figure, what are the odds? Like, I've lost the lottery that many times. Surely I'm going to win this one thing.
And pick it up somewhere. Yeah, no, that makes perfect logical sense, mate.
Yeah. Luck is karma, as far as I understand it. Yeah.
That is, in fact, science. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been up to apart from work. So, what's up with you guys?
Me, I now apparently live for board games. That's like all I do outside of working.
It's a good fucking.
I work.
mate.
Your
life sounds like an absolute tragedy, Chris.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm glad to at least get out and socialise with people now and then.
Yeah, I know. I saw you joined up with a local gaming group of strangers and stuff.
Yeah, another meetup. It's like the second one I've joined. But this one's a bit more local.
You already do one in Central, somewhere, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, that I pop to after work now and then. So.
Occasionally, the dude from actual Lowell turns up.
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, John Perkis, yeah. But yeah, this was cool. It was like really chill. Like the ones in London, there's so many people and it's all noisy and because obviously where you are and everything. And everyone's really serious. Whereas this one, about 8 people turned up. We just sat in Paradise Cafe in Bromley, chilled, had a few beers and a chat, and then we thought, oh yeah, we're supposed to play a game here.
What did you play?
Nice. What did we play? We played King Domino a few times.
I need to play
We played Masquerade.
Oh, nice.
We played Smash Up.
Cool.
I taught some people Smash Up and some Star Realms at the end.
I don't know Star Realms.
It's like a mini quick deck buildy thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the was it 2-player?
Yeah. Well,
kind of-
yeah. So the base game is 2-player. If you get a couple, then you can do like pairs.
Yeah, cool. I believe I've seen that being played. Yeah, cool. Good game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Sweet.
Nice.
Cool.
There you go. Quiz's board game review.
Oh shit. Okay, so what have I been up to?
You're not allowed to talk about Zelda.
Okay, I won't talk about Zelda.
It's really good.
It's very, very good. Very good. Actually, I'll talk very briefly about Zelda. Ever so briefly, because a couple of nights ago, I was having a day off the next day, and I sort of picked up a bottle of wine, and because I was like, fuck it, I want to drink a bottle of wine,
Yeah.
and I want to play some fucking Zelda.
Yeah. We've all done that.
Wouldn't let Heather have any.
No, so then I went out to buy another bottle of wine, so I could still have a whole bottle of wine, but share some bottle of wine. We're also, I was thinking maybe Tom would also want some bottle of wine, as well as Heather. But Heather went to bed, and Tom apparently wasn't drinking last week. I have now just found out. So I woke up the next morning.
Now I left you about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, I woke up at 11. That's still technically the morning.
Well, you were still awake when I left for work because you greeted me at the door ever so close. Like you must have been standing literally 2 inches outside the bathroom door waiting for me to open it because I opened it and almost walked straight into you and you had beaming bloodshot eyes and just this look on your face like, I did a silly thing. and just went, hello.
But yeah, so like the next day, so I was talking to Heather about it. She was sort of telling me what I was like in the morning when I finally went to bed and whatnot. And I sort of said to her, I was like, I dread to think like how the items I've used and broken, like how where I'm
in the
going to
game,
be
you
in the
mean?
game.
Yeah.
It's like I was expecting like everything to be used up, poor decisions everywhere. I turn the game on and I'm in Hyrule Castle, which is like the last area of the game.
You basically completed it.
No, I didn't complete it, but I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna go there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go. I don't remember anything. I got some cool shit. When I got there, something was immediately attacking me. I was like, ah! And then did some exploring, found a shrine, and just fucked it off from there. And so that was it for Zelda. The other thing about Zelda, is now I definitely don't have a girlfriend anymore.
No.
My girlfriend time gone. Because today, as well as like also playing Loving Zelda, Heather bought into the Disney On Demand service. So
Right.
That's it. Say bye-bye. No more Heather.
No.
Will never be seen ever again. She has Zelda and she has Disney, all that she could want of both. So it was really nice knowing her. That was a wonderful 5.5 years. So fucking what else? Oh shit, I made a mental checklist and the only thing I can really remember, and this is like something I'm really excited about, is on Sunday, I started the D&D campaign that I've been playing with Tom and your group with, a group of my mates.
Cool.
Our mates. In fact, 3 of them have been on the show, Heather, Tobias and, Eddie.
Awesome.
And then there were 4 others. And running a 7-player game is
Suicide.
no, it's doable. I mean, it's going to take some practice to like really get the flow down. But fuck me, I had just the best time. Like,
Awesome.
I love all their characters. They love all their characters. They all really enjoyed the game. Also, it's nice to see like the differences in approach from like your group, Tom.
Yeah, a glorious bunch of selfish cunts.
Yeah, to this group, which they kind of. Yeah, yours are all very much about self-interest, whereas this group, there's a little bit of that. It's just a little bit of that, but also they all kind of spec towards the good and lawful end of things.
Oh yeah, that's not us.
No, not at all. So
Are they sort of newer players to the game?
every single one of them,
tends
apart from
to be the case.
To be fair.
4. The 4 have been on here because there was also Danny.
Oh yeah.
No. Okay.
Danny's played lots, so he was kind of helpful. For other players, but
To be fair, in our group, like, I'm the only one who's played D&D before, and the rest of them had never. They literally, when they found out I played D&D,
Yeah.
they got me to ask him to DM.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, because newer players tend to be good and help things, and because it's sort of what you
Yeah,
get.
they've played too many video games.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess some people are just cunts.
Yeah.
But I don't know. One of my favourite differences in approach is there's one of the very first missions you get in the campaign is sorting out some bats in the cellar.
Oh yeah,
They are giant bats. Yes, you remember. You remember it was an absolute shit show of combat, of everyone not hitting anything, and then just general carnage all round. This group decided to catch the bats and take them out of the pub instead, which they did deftly.
Fucking pussies.
Fucking look on Tom's face.
To be fair, I did suggest putting a net over the door and opening it, but it didn't work.
No, but they did get nets. That was their approach. Yeah, it was fucking wicked just to see them sort of play in the space and get a feel for it. And then their absolute shit show combat came next, where first round of combat, somebody charged in while others were planning.
Oh dear.
And then everyone
Leroy
sort of-
Jenkins it up.
Exactly. But it's just like, it was Tobias. He said, so this is about my character. These are the tenets of his faith. This would seem like a situation where the tenets shelter the light would apply. And so, that absolutely makes sense. He goes, oh, okay, good. I rush in. And everyone else just scrambles to the top of the hill. And that's when all the ones started coming out. It was fantastic. Everyone's, so like thematically, it's just like, they all ran to the top of the hill, loosed arrows and spells and just sort of fired them into the sky. It's like, I'm having so much fun. Yeah, so there's been that, and I'm sure there's been fucking something else as well. It escapes me right now. So fuck it. Should we go on with the show?
We're recording.
There's a show?
Yeah, there is a show. Oh, we could chat for a bit longer. Yeah, there's only 12 minutes in.
There's no one listening anyway.
No, true.
Hello, you.
Hello.
Yes, you.
Hello.
Just you.
You can have it first, Chris.
Ooh.
Is it nice for you listening to us? Does this make you feel like you have friends?
How about now?
Oh, we have the same.
Sons of bitches.
I have a topic.
Ah, excellent. What have you got?
It is from Tom.
Shit.
What's your Foxhound codename?
Nice. So Foxhound being Metal Gear Solid. So Revolver Ocelot, Liquid Snake,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So basically something followed by an animal.
Yeah, no, mine would something be along the lines of Phantasmal Squirrel. No, wait, we can do it. It needs to be shorter than Squirrel. Phantasmal Crab.
Oh, crabs are a big enemy in Metal Gear as well.
Oh, Crab Battle.
Crab battle.
Swiss Army Knife Triceratops. Just because it's a mouthful.
Although I
And
do
so
quite,
am I.
Although I do quite like the concept of a Swiss Army Triceratops.
Swiss Army Triceratops. Switches out its horns for like bottle openers, fish descalers.
And his mate Toothpick Dolphin.
Oh, it's just like if the Triceratops is really having difficulty reading something, you can switch out its front horn for the little useless magnifying glass, and just kind of peers
Like glasses.
Is that a good bracken to eat? I can't. Oh, yes, that's a silver bracken. Let's eat that one.
How about Encumbered Ocelot? No, not Ocelot.
Ferret. Stoat.
Does it have to? It has to be an animal, really, doesn't it?
How about
Toad.
How about encumbered cassery?
Yeah, that's good. Marmoset.
Encumbered marmoset.
Yeah,
If it's encumbered, it's got to be an African swallow.
Well, it's got to be. Yeah, actually, no, Encumbered Swallow's much better.
I like it. Oh God, that is a very good whiskey, though, isn't it?
Very good. That's going to be dangerous. Since I've not had anything to drink for a week.
I don't know. Or maybe I quite like the idea of something like lunatic frog.
Lunatic frog.
Oh no, we did. Oh shit, yeah, it can't be frog then.
No.
I was thinking of a traditionally calm animal. Traditionally
Well, like a sloth or
lunatic sloth.
koala.
A frantic koala.
Poison sloth. No, this isn't funny. Right, cool.
Next up, actually, I quite. But okay, so what would your abilities be as this Foxhounds member?
Well,
That's the thing. They don't particularly have.
They have a
The
gimmick
Foxhound
more
ones
than
don't
an ability.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like in the first game, is more applicable.
It's definitely anime as fuck.
Right, obviously, Psycho Mantis was the one that was all about zipping
Reading
around and
cards.
changing reality and swapping controller ports. That sort of
That was
nonsense.
it, yeah.
A phantasmal crab. I think I'd be slow. I wouldn't be very fast. I'd have gnarly hands, but also could appear to wield magic.
But you have to move sideways.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Like due to constrictions on the map or
the
something.
size,
You have to move sideways.
size movement means nothing outside of I move fucking sideways. I can cast magic.
Charge! Skull.
Well, actually, no, phantasmal. So based off phantasm. So this is like your classic enemy that makes multiples of itself appear.
Okay, all the
Very
crabs.
nice.
And so you've just got to watch out for the ones that has to like actually move sideways, whereas every now and then the others will kind of maybe take a step forward or a step back. That sort of
Okay,
thing.
Cool.
And the ultimate goal is to just flip you over.
It always is with him. Maybe Encumbered Marmoset would, well, given the bad back, no matter what weight it is, it's always too much to carry in his pack.
But you've got something for every occasion.
Yep.
So,
But I can't carry it anywhere.
You're a
and
shop, Tom.
I'm
You're a
short,
shop.
hairy, and weak. There you go.
or maybe the encumbrance is all the computer equipment you've got to carry for your army of drones.
Very nice. Or the alcohol that I need to make up for because I've not drunk for a week.
That's a lot of alcohol. Mm-hmm. And can you what was yours?
So I'm fossilized. That's a problem.
Fossilized trout?
Triceratops.
Oh no, sorry, I thought it was Swiss Army Triceratops. You're going fossilized.
No, but that's the gimmick of my
right. I
character.
see.
They're fossilized.
So you some sort of
They've had their time.
super hard to hit, but flexible.
You're just dead.
No, just bones.
It's like
Fall on people when they hit the legs.
Very good at neutralizing acid.
Yeah, like a big structured thing you might see in a museum, just in your way. But when you hit it, it falls on you.
well, there's famously there's that battle with boss in the third game called the boss was called The End, who's a really good sniper, and if you paused and walked away from the game for a week, by the time
it was just you saved it and walked away. Like you could turn the computer off and everything.
Okay.
Really?
I thought it was a period of time.
No, you just saved the game, but the game knew you were in the middle of the fight, and if you left it a week, you
come back and he's dead.
Yeah, he dies of old age. He's an old man.
It's
brilliant.
Yeah, it's a really dumb way to beat a boss.
Because all the
Is that
way
the
through,
only way to beat him?
No, you can actually kill him.
Okay.
Like, straight
Yeah.
up kill him. It's
But
worth
it's
what
good they
Metal
work
Gear
that in.
Scallon. I can never say his last
Scallon.
name. Thank you. On Giant Bomb. Because that is such a good playthrough.
Yes.
Because he doesn't know that going in. This guy
Yeah.
is playing it. He's never played Metal Gear before playing all of them in
Right.
succession
Oh,
very
wow.
quickly. And so gets to that fight and kills him with a grenade in the end, I think, which is the most lucky throw ever, I seem to remember.
Yeah.
But then he's told afterwards, like, oh, we could have just come back next week and he'd be dead. And he was like, I just went through all that.
So I'm thinking for Swiss Army Triceratops, it'd be something similar, although kind of already dead.
Yeah, it's
Somehow.
just in your way,
But
and you
like,
think you have to kill him,
the whole
but
thing-
really all you have to do is walk around.
Yeah, the whole thing is the
Carry
build
on.
up.
Take a picture, move on to the next
Yeah,
exhibit.
exactly.
The whole thing is the build up. Like throughout the entire game, there's been a build up to
Little flashes of this.
you've
silhouette of giant evil.
The boss before just says, with your actions, you have angered the great.
Yeah, and like each boss will say something like, "Oh, you may have defeated me this time, but just wait for Swiss Army Triceratops. He shall avenge me." And like really build it up, and like you go to a level at some point where it's just been laid to waste.
Yeah,
and it's like Swiss Army Triceratops was here, and, and then you
Fire,
get there, and
craters
you're like,
in the ground,
and you've armed up to the teeth. You've got so ready. Oh fuck, this is going to be a big one. And then you walk in, and it's just a dude who's petrified.
Yeah,
just completely just turned to stone.
Yeah.
It's just like
stony bones.
Too long.
Much like that joke. So let's go.
Oh yeah. Next topic.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's one.
I told you I
from,
put some really shitty topics recently.
There we are. I'll grab Sophie's chest.
We all.
I shall display Sophie's chest.
One
before
from
me,
the community.
and then I shall take a peek into what I find
Unfolding.
from Sophie's
Unfolding.
chest, and it is one from Aussie Dan.
You're
Hello.
What achievement are you proud of that no one else cares about?
Oh.
Well, yesterday I was shown a really cool like meme, and everyone else doesn't get it. So it's literally Mia Khalifa's mouth smiling.
I got that.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. I think you watch
Sorry,
as
but I
much
got
pornography as me.
Unfortunately,
And it's
she's just not.
Mia Khalifa's smile, and it says, "You'll never get into heaven if you can recognise her by her smile."
Yep.
Yeah. It's almost as good as the Sasha Grey inspirational quote, isn't it? Just a lovely black and white photo of Sasha Grey, and the quote is,
Oh,
but seriously, that Mia Khalifa thing, like everyone I've shown it to, apart from like you and a couple of girls on Facebook, have no idea who it is. It's like, oh god, no, I'm a Robin.
Yep.
She's just
Yeah.
not one of my preferred stars.
You're racist. There's also, whilst trying to re-find one of those memes that a friend showed me on his phone, I had to go on Google and typed in like Mia Khalifa meme and all that kind of stuff. And I found some brilliant ones, which are just like, Trump is trying to throw out these lovely, innocent women, and it's just got that famous Mia Khalifa one where they're wearing hijabs and like fucking covered up. Like, oh, it's terrible. And just cut it off where the penis is going in their mouth. Like, so bad.
She's got output now, hasn't she? She's more into vlogging and tube fame.
I have no idea. She does a lot of like football commentary, like American football.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to think. Oh, it's not really an achievement.
From one set of balls to another.
It's not really an achievement, but there's a mountain in the new Zelda game called Mount Taran, and I was very, very excited about that.
Yes.
And naturally, nobody gives a shit.
No.
To the point that I think on one of the group chats, I put it out there and said, no, nobody knows is gonna care, but there's a mountain named after me in Zelda. And then everyone kind of carries on talking, and I go, yes, okay, I understand, but can we revisit the fact that there's a mountain named after me in Zelda, please? And I think it's Paula just like, yeah, okay, well done, Taz. Yeah, I don't know. Anything you can think of? Chris?
Nothing's popping immediately to mind except, computer game stuff, which is just sad, really.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. I mean, we've been talking. This is a computer game heavy show so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Three
gamers.
Yeah.
3 massive gamers in
I think it was the first time I actually felt that I had achieved something in Minecraft when it was still, I think it was still quite early on. And, I wasn't, I was using survival mode, not creative mode.
Right.
And I literally went out and did all the stuff you had to do to build a giant gold statue of myself. It took forever. And placing that last block was so satisfying.
Actually, I guess it counts.
Have you got a screenshot of it?
I don't think so. It was on my old computer before the hard drive
Oh,
corrupted,
damn.
so it's probably gone.
That would have made awesome album art.
Yeah.
So when that game first released keys and you could buy them
Yeah.
in the open beta, I remember buying it and running a server for another gaming podcast called Gamerdork.
Cool.
And we had loads of us that would come together and build on this nice social world and all that kind of stuff. And one day my computer went offline after we'd built all this stuff, and then someone else replaced it, and then they got credit for creating this community. And it was just like, I'm not going to listen to this podcast anymore. I can't be bothered.
that was my credit.
Well, it's just like, the host just went,
I hear you.
oh no, there's this really cool little server up, and like, come and join all the community. And I think this guy put it up, and it's like, no.
No.
It was me. It was. But no one cared. And to be honest, I didn't that much.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't need to leave my computer on 24/7. But never mind. I'll tell you what is a good one for me though. Having an almost 3-year-old podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. No one cares.
Yeah, fuck me. Wait, what, we're a week away?
It's February, 15th or something like that? Well, it's around there.
Yeah.
It's February, early Feb.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about our
No,
podcast.
that's a pretty good,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
pretty good.
Managed to do something that no one cares about for 3 years. There we go.
I mean, to be fair, that
Thank you for enduring, by the way, everyone.
Yeah, thank you to all the endurers. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely things that I'm outrageously proud of, but it's all kind of party stuff. This is all being distinctly unadult.
Yes.
I mean, I'm very proud at one point, in order to help somebody feel better during, sort of a bit of a bad time, I ended up beating, our friend Alex with 10 foot of overgrown rose.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And I sort of look back on that whole thing with massive pride, because, I brought someone back, like, they were feeling absolutely fucking awful. I was like, it's alright. I can sort this out. Just stage by stage, just created, the sort of environment, and just constant fucking, hilarity. It was wonderful, and I just remember sort of slowly, because the French doors were at one end of the room, and Alex was right at the other.
Yeah, literally against the furthest point of the room.
Yeah, and I was standing outside of the room, and got to slowly introduce this sort of 9-10 foot. Well, so it didn't have thistles on because it had grown so quickly.
Okay,
it was just a shoot up from the roots. They're just gone, sunlight and water. And yeah, I sort of went out there, nipped it, completely fucked. And then got to do the whole thing of slowly introducing it to the room over the table. Just like watching everyone go, huh? And then like, approach Alex and then just like, whack, whack, whack. I can't remember what it was at the time. It was, I think I was shouting at him, it's a banana. Tell me it's a banana. Say it's a banana, Alex. Say it's a banana. Based on the joke that was going on at the time. And it was just fucking wonderful. Such a fun day.
Wow.
Yeah.
In joke number 600. That in joke for a while. Cool. Done?
Yeah.
Done,
Fuck
I
it.
think.
Why not?
Yeah. Can't think of anything better.
Should we move on to...
Who was that one from? Sorry.
That was Aussie Dan.
Ah, of course it was.
Thank you, Aussie Dan. Also, I don't know... Oh, we're beginning to run low.
Oh, there you go. And I'm going to say also... Listeners, you're doing a good job. You are sending them in. Dom, Captain Sickbeard, you're right, Dom. You're fine. Rest of your host, fucking put some topics in the box. It's just me and Dom in there at the moment.
Yeah, no, I know. I keep, it's one of those things where every now and then I'll be mid-queue at work. And,
so you can get on your phone, you can literally, you don't need more than one hand to pull a rope. Fucking get on with it. Get on topiccpodcast.com.
You do need more than one.
Submit a topic.
I just keep having, like, it's the same with getting in contact with people. It's like, the thought always comes at a moment where I'm doing everything else. It's like,
Yes.
okay, I must remember to do it. And then by the time I've finished, I've sat down, like, and it's gone.
It's gone, yeah.
So
No
yeah,
idea.
I need to put more effort into it.
That's the reason why I have pens lodged in my dashboard of my car so I can write on the back of my hand whilst driving, which is probably not a great idea. But
Actually, shit! I've just forgot the thing from the intro that I meant to say, and this is actually podcast related. So I have finally started work on the New Zealand episode that Heather and I sort of, I don't know, attempted to do. I don't know. That's
we'll let you be the judge.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be ready when it's ready. I'm gonna warn you right now that I went into that thing without any clear picture of how we were gonna do anything. And so there's, it's not going to flow terribly.
It's all right.
Well.
The endurance are used to that shit.
Watch out for that. Episode
But
253A.
Not keep an eye on it. Watch out.
Watch out. Yeah, watch out.
Beware.
But you know, there are bits of that I fucking love. And there are bits that are just kind of, I don't know, might need some extra work, but it's just kind of trying to get the whole thing to flow. I'm going to carry on cracking on at it, and hopefully I'll have that ready soon.
Cool. Right. Anyway.
Yeah, sweet.
Yes.
Tom, one
it's
from the
pitch pot,
pot.
isn't it?
It is one from
Do
the
you
pitch
want to
pot.
describe it to me?
Absolutely. So, for new listeners, as though we
Bullshit.
get those. But in case you are, the pitch pot is an extra special pot, that, comes to us thanks of the good work of Lewis and Quark at tumblr.com.
This is a good one.
tumblr.com. Lewis and Quark, they have a neural net computer and they feed it certain information, and then from that information they will generate things like band names or recipes. The article I found, this is a list of story titles with the genre. So cut them all up, put them in the pitch pot, we draw them out, and basically we try to come up with some sort of story structure based
Three
on
act structure.
Oh yeah. Ideally, doesn't always happen,
No,
but
never happens.
what you'll hear is you'll hear the genre or style of story, and then
No, we are still recording.
Okay.
So my screen locked. I was really scared.
You'll hear the.
And this is where I plug my laptop in because I forgot to plug it in.
You hear the genre and then the title, and then we'll go take it from there.
Yep.
Cool.
Tom, what have we got?
From the pitch pot, we have documentary.
Oh,
We haven't had a documentary for a while. The Fish of Education.
Yes! This is a good one.
Yep. All I'm seeing is Tony Blair. Like, literally, all I'm seeing is Tony Blair in my head. Education.
Education, yes. Like, he's got the Innsmouth look.
So are we talking like conspiracy style documentary?
Short and bawdy with giant bulgy eyes.
Like conspiracy expose.
Arkham style,
Yeah.
It's like how Tony Blair is actually a great old one spawn. And it's Innsmouth style. And,
yes.
And kind of connecting the dots Dave Dyke style. Until we prove conclusively that he is a fish.
Yeah, and so the education has to work into it so that his big education plan was actually a brainwashing technique to try and feed little elements of Cthulhuism into schools so that everybody sort of accepts it when it happens without a fuss.
Yes, like it.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, like,
subliminal messaging.
What bits can we take? So, I mean, you'd need something that'd be a complete acceptance. Oh, fuck. Well, there you are.
There we are. Quite.
You need to. The program would involve training complete acceptance for things that are expressly against your best interests.
Yeah.
And that's not just in the education system, that's the whole fucking Iraq war right there. That's fucking field run of the theory.
So where does Jeff Goldblum fit in?
Jeff Goldblum fits in.
Oh, he narrates.
Yeah,
This is documentary
absolutely.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, he does.
Cool.
What other examples can we come up with?
So it starts off with, yeah, okay, so the intro to this and the first sort of start to this documentary is they're looking at the country, they're looking at Britain as it is, what's wrong with it, what's right with it, like what the political situation's like, and then, oh look, New Labour. What's this that's come out of nowhere? It's like wandered out of Penge like a really scared chav.
Oh, hang on. You know the problem with this though is this would end up painting the Tory party as the heroes.
No.
Yes, yes, it fucking would, because since they've come into power, something that's really been pressed, if not the Tory party, then the right-wing media, something that's really been pressed is an absolute fear of outsiders.
Oh, that's true.
Which does not work.
That
for
doesn't
Cthulhu.
make them heroes. It just makes them...
maybe the heroes is the underdog. Maybe it's because it was the coalition government that came in, so maybe it's the Lib Dems.
Yes. There you go. You saved it.
Like Nick Clegg. Nick Clegg fell on that sword. It's just to keep Cthulhu out.
Have you seen him since then?
I was going to say, yeah.
Where's he gone? Literally sacrificed himself to save us from.
It's just, can you imagine that cabinet meeting that he's having with Lib Dem members? It's like, look, we're not going to like this. This is going to set us back decades. But if we're going to keep Cthulhu out, we have to raise tuition fees.
Maybe this is like almost not so much a documentary as a docu-pic sort of a dramatized version.
Yeah.
Well, what's your cable there, Chris? I was thinking something very much along the lines of films as though sort of Zeitgeist or Loose Change or something like that. One of those conspiracy style things where it's just ominous, ominous voiceover by Jeff Goldblum. And occasional atmospheric.
Do an impression of Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. I don't think I can.
No, Jeff Goldblum.
No, Jeff Goldblum doing an impression of Morgan Freeman.
Oh, fucking wow! Okay, I love that you get me to do this, even though I suck at. No, you get me to do this because I suck at impressions.
It's because it's my little bit of candy in the middle of the podcast. A little bit of treat. A little bit of treat.
So, I'm trying to think if I could have a go. What's Morgan Freeman?
So, but through the lens of Jeff Goldblum,
and you know that life it finds a way.
I'm thinking.
That's Elvis.
Just a laugh from the Jurassic Park.
That's all I've got for Goldblum. And yeah, that was.
Oh no, you're nearly there. You are nearly there. Come on, let's go.
And as you can see from...
No, it's Nelson Mandela now.
as you can see from... No, it's gone.
No, it's too hard. It's a really hard... Well, bravo. Well done. Good much.
Well done for those 3 words you managed to do that almost sounded like the thing we were trying to get you to, maybe, if you were drunk enough. I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
No, well done.
Maybe it can be almost... It's a dramatisation. They could do it almost House of Cards style.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Oh, what? So the drama. So it's all
but like
smash cuts.
but because it's trying to promote the fact that it was a conspiracy, it's from the point of view of Tony Blairfish.
Is he like a seaman? Oh, seaman, the Sega.
Okay,
game.
wait, no, because to give him his due, actually, outwardly, Tony Blair doesn't look so much like he's got the Innsmouth look.
He's got the grin for it.
However, is just the puppet, because you know who does have the Innsmouth look? Cherie Blair.
Cherie.
Daughter of Dagon.
God, you can just see the cold, dead look behind her eyes every time she smiles. It's beautiful.
And if you need any further proof that she's got fucking old one blood in her or deep one blood in her, it's the fact that you need to drink whiskey heavily once you've been in her presence, or even talking about her.
Quick! Oh, fuck! Refill. Oh God, I'm drinking this quicker than you guys. Damn.
Yep.
Good luck, endurers.
Hello, I've had almost, but then I've got my rum and coconut milk on the other hand. I'm double fisting,
fucking pervert.
which never goes. Do you know what? Rum and coconut milk, it's pretty good.
Actually, no, that's kind of like a pina colada.
Like yeah.
What was that weird? Was it you put up that weird combination recently?
Iron brew and spiced rum.
Yeah.
Oh, iron brew and dark rum. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it was like navy rum, wasn't it?
Sounds very odd. I'll give it a try.
But it is
just
odd.
because it sounds odd.
It is odd, but it's good odd.
To be fair, iron brew just tastes like sugar, so you're just adding sugar to spiced rum.
Oh, fair point.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Oh, sorry, dark rum.
Yeah. What can we think of any other bits to sort of include in this?
I'm trying to rack my brain for politics of the time.
Oh, okay. Something about ASBOs. There's got to be something about ASBOs.
Oh, good shout. Yeah.
Because ASBO is absolute population control. There's no way about it.
It was an impotent population control.
It was a badge of honour.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got an ASBO. Have you got one? I've got one.
Oh shit! So that's
Fuck off! I've got 3 ASBOs and a fucking neck ankle collar.
Yeah.
So I mean that's absolute indoctrination right there, isn't it? It's just like that's
buying
kind of,
into the system.
Yeah. Well, no, buying into counter system. So
whilst being subjugated at the same time.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Oh wow, this is right in itself.
And the almighty Japanese schoolgirls are at the top.
Well, of course, yeah.
Are we sure? Wait, just
Illuminati.
because I'm starting to doubt myself here. Are we sure this isn't actually true?
Connect the dots, people. Wake up, sheeple.
Oh god damn, they might.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Too much of it is just there's too much coincidence here.
This is the thing. In the immortal words of David Icke, the longer you talk, the more it connects.
Oh God, what happened to Mo Molan?
To Mo Molan? She died.
Exactly. Sacrificed to the greater gods.
Oh well, yeah, for like bringing peace.
Yeah.
To a region. It's like, well, we can't.
It was her and Nick Clegg on the forefront, trying to save humanity from the brink.
I've just had a complete left field thought, right? Okay, so this documentary about, was it the education fish?
The
Fish of Education.
The Fish of Education, right? Mm-hmm. So there's scientists working in a lab, mixing DNA and chemicals, and they breed this fish, right? Really big, slimy, horrible looking thing. Like, think blobfish, but worse.
Yeah.
They take it around schools, and they hit the kids with it. Round the face, splup.
Indoctrinate them, or...
No, and the kids are just smart. That's it. They just go around and hit kids with this fish, and it's like, well, there you go, fish of education. Education of the future, get hit by the fish.
There you go, you pass your SATs. Done.
Well, I mean, that, I think that...
Have you had your fish slapped? No.
That would be a mockumentary, sort of, satirizing, the supposed benefits of, corporal punishment in the education system. So there's still some people who say, no, absolutely bring back the cane.
Yeah.
So that mockumentary would
spare
be...
the rod, spoil the child.
Exactly. So they've made this intelligence fist, and all you need to do is you just need to beat the intelligence into them.
Beat it into them.
Oh, that's what my mum was doing.
No, she was pinning you down like a guinea pig and cutting your toenails.
Same fucking thing, thank you. Made my all the hairs on the back of my neck stand up with that one. I tell you what, though, this documentary definitely needs to be on the History Channel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, that's the perfect place for it.
This is like Alien Pharaoh shit.
Yeah.
That has to go on the History Channel, definitely.
Yeah. Or what's the one that has Shark Week?
Discovery Channel.
Is that really the fucking Discovery Channel that does Shark Week?
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking hell.
Or Animal Planet, which is a subsidiary of...
Right, okay. That's a real shame.
No, TV's bullshit, mate.
Yeah,
You've done this for a long time.
It could also go on Channel 5.
As we said, TV's bullshit, yeah.
I don't know, we kind of want people to see it. Though,
Anything can go on Channel 5.
You want it.
Hot Topic could go on Channel 5, mate.
It's probably the only place in the world, the only channel in the world that will still show the Emmanuel series of soft
And they'll
porn.
still show it on terrestrial TV as well.
Or
But
extraterrestrial.
they'll only show it on terrestrial TV.
Okay, cool. So I think we've all agreed there, like one way or another. Either it's something about how stupid it is to try and beat intelligence into people, or Cherie Blair is some sort of Deep One Elderkin from the real planes of extraplanar non-Euclidean horoscape space.
Well, just look at her. You
Tony
know
Blair's
that's the
Fishman.
truth. That's definitely the plot. Right. Right. Host pot then, Chris.
Yep. Okie dokie. Put my hand in the host pot. Wishing around the host pot. I'm pulling a topic out of the host pot. I'm still talking.
And we're about to get hit by a plane.
Oh man, that would be a blessed end. The endurance would finally.
I'm still
have some
talking.
peace.
It's the only way this podcast's ever going to end.
Could you imagine? It's that somehow we still managed to put it out there,
Dude.
and as they're listening to it, they just finally just sort of listen to bullshit. Yeah, more bullshit, crash, smash, and then, I'm free. I'm free. So I'll take it off. Oh, the natural world.
That's the same
I can have friends again.
That's the same refrain that my bank account's going to do as well, because I just had to pay for the hosting for this shit.
Oh, really?
Oh, God. That was a surprise. What is this £110 fucking PayPal bullshit? Oh, yeah, that's it.
£110.
It's January.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I think
That's not with Libsyn. Hope you're enjoying this podcast, guys, because I'm going to cut it off next year. No.
I am. I'll throw some in. I think it's only
Don't be
fair at
silly.
this point.
Don't fuck off.
Nah, you do all the work.
We have a topic.
Yeah. One from the hot pot.
It is from Captain Sickbeard.
You alright, Dom?
Hi, Dom. All Audi drivers are cunts. Discuss. Also, which class of vehicle do you find cause you the most risk of accidents?
Oh, what's the fucking name of the taxi firm?
Bicycles, Uber,
No,
Addison Lee.
Thank you. Addison Lee. They must have to learn how to drive in order to get a license and then be taught by that fucking company to not drive properly.
Oh.
Like, seriously, they do drive like absolute dickheads. And to be honest...
It is very scary to be in one.
Really? I've never actually been in one. What's it? Tell me about the experience. What's it like?
Well, I didn't see a lot. My eyes were clamped shut. And yeah, but they love to just, they're one of those, they'll speed bomb it until there's a camera, then they'll slam the brakes on, then they'll speed bomb it.
Oh, I find the absolute opposite. They'll drive 5 miles an hour below the speed. This is as a
Really?
driver behind them. They see me coming, I swear to God. 5 miles an hour below the speed limit, and then complete straight, no traffic, slow down.
Oh, that's weird.
And then keep going slow until you go to maybe move round them or do some kind of safe maneuver to get them out the fucking way, and then they'll go the speed limit. At which point you pull behind them and they'll do it on repeat. Constantly.
Yeah, that's the opposite. Very weird.
Addison Lee are cunts. Fucking hate them. Every time I see one, I want to just fucking drive into the back.
I don't know. I've had some lifts from Addison Lee. They seem alright.
They don't slow down for...
They've never almost run me over?
They don't slow down for speed bumps. They don't slow down for corners. It's scary.
See, as a driver, I've found completely the fucking opposite. They drive like grannies. And I drive like a granny.
Do you?
Yeah, no,
you drive all right, don't you?
I drive all right.
Or is it I just used to like...
Maybe a slightly blind granny. No, today I did have an experience with a cyclist, which... You know how I told you how to avoid road rage by just talking to other cars like puppies?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you're not going to do it. Go on. Oh, yeah, you did it. Good boy. Well, the way to avoid being angry at cyclists is actually just to be angry. However, it slightly takes the edge off. So you talk to them like a baby, like a crybaby. So it's like, no, right, today, perfect example. I was in standstill traffic and the van ahead of me was pulled pretty much over to the curb, meaning that a cyclist couldn't undertake.
Yeah.
Again, probably not the best idea anyway, but yeah, all right, fine. And the cyclist actually audibly tutted, because I had my window open, audibly tutted, and because they had to go round my bonnet and then round the right-hand side of a standstill van.
Oh, no.
I just went, no, did the bad man pull too far to the left? Oh, it's so unlike a driver to get in the way of a cyclist. Oh, you're so bad, man. He's a bad man. I was just like, oh, fuck off, you fucking cunt. At which point I laughed a lot to myself. I just did it most of the way home in standstill traffic. It took me 2 hours.
Oh.
I mean, being not a driver, there's no type, I kind of somewhat excluded from this, but I suppose I've got two answers. There's, literally any vehicle I'm allowed to be put in control of, cause I will approach it with almost no fear. So, for instance, it's not much, but I seem to recall doing the same years ago, the only time I ever went go-kart, but, so this downhill luge thing we did in New Zealand.
Oh, it looks sick.
It's dumb. It's fun. It's all right. If you're used to big adrenaline thrills like snowboarding or whatnot, probably not going to be a thing. But for everyone else, it's fun.
For those that enjoy the toboggan run at Robin Hill and Isle of Wight, thumbs up.
But I was like, again, it's just anytime I'm put in charge of a vehicle, it's like, okay, cool. This is going to be lots of fun. And I just go down and immediately start overtaking everyone. It's like, there's a really tight corner. Shall I brake? Shall I fuck? Yes! And it's like, okay, I'll go wide, and then I'll come in and say, okay, now I'm at a 45-degree angle. Need to lean a little bit okay, we landed, that's a bit of a crunch, but on we go! Nice and fast!
Oh, that sounds like my shit right
there. So any vehicle I'm put in control of is probably the one that's going to pose me the most danger, which is interesting because after the next production period for the next show at work, I'm going to start driving lessons.
It's a good idea.
So we're gonna see how that goes.
Because you cunts can drive me around for a bit.
I would fucking love to.
Why am I well, apart from Chris, who's just recently learned how to drive, like none of my fucking friends can drive. None of them. I'm always driving.
Ah.
Oh, it's just, and the other one, so...
That's part of the reason why I learned to drive, because I was fed up with everyone driving me everywhere, and I just felt bad.
You should.
And the reason...
Passengers are cunts. There we go. That's the...
Yeah, and the reason I decided to learn to drive was to go through New Zealand. There was just this moment of, it'd be nice to do these trips without one of us having a meltdown.
Yeah, Heather doesn't like to drive if she's not completely secure.
No, absolutely.
Which is fair.
But I'm now beginning to wonder, like, is that still going to happen? Only I'm now in control while it's happening. It's like, no, can't pull over like that. And I'm just going to go, shh. Hun, trust me. That's also, I suppose any vehicle I'm allowed to be in control of is probably a cop-out answer. So from a second answer is trains, maybe? It's just like, they're fucking glorious beasts, aren't they? Like, there's so many people, they can move so much at such speeds, and they do it like, so predictably. You know where they're going every single time. And
there's a timetable and shit.
They move with such
Doesn't
speed.
stick to it, but...
There's so much momentum and force behind each one. Like at top speed, it's dizzying, and like it's, you know, the way the light moves off it, and just like that nice blunt front, and you're standing there on the bridge and you think, fuck it, it'd be so easy, and then I wouldn't have to worry about anything ever again, and that's nice.
Oh,
see, I thought you were going to make a joke about the fact they only go 5 mile an hour or standstill in London. But no, we went to the void. Okay, cool.
The speeds they go at, all those 5 miles an hour. You can't breathe at that speed.
Oh, I love the tension in a carriage. Like, it actually, like, makes me laugh. The second a train goes completely standstill in the middle of a line between stations and everyone around you is fuming.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Sorry, which one?
It's just like Sith Lord Tom Ryan. He's just there going, oh, embrace your anger.
Sorry, what's that? When it stops between
When
stations?
it stops and everyone just goes, work in 20 minutes.
It's just that immediately everyone starts.
It's a very British thing. People start reading the paper furiously.
It's like the train.
I couldn't listen to my music any harder.
No, that's the point. They don't anymore because the train driver makes an announcement and goes, I'm very, very sorry. I'm very polite about it. Always. I'm very, very sorry. There's a hold up at the next station. We'll be along as soon as possible. At which point everyone has taken out their earphones and gone, oh, I'm not going to get work, and I had to take my earphones. Oh, no. Oh, fucking arseholes. I love it. I love it every time a train stops.
See, I don't know. I seem to have quite good luck with really good drivers in those situations. There was one where I was getting the district line to Richmond, and they kept stop starting, and everyone was getting really frustrated, and it was like, I was getting a little, even then, it was like, I mean, I left with plenty of time, and fuck me, I'm going to be kind of get fine to get to the get out tonight. Yeah. And, it's all stop starting. We get closer and closer. The stops became more frequent and longer. And at some point, the driver just just like, bing bong.
Yes.
I am so sorry, everyone. I on it, like, I could say signal failures to you. I could say that they're bollocking around up there. I don't know what's going on, but they can't find their bums with their own hands. And he just kind of went on, like, he ranted for us.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
And it just,
that would make everyone feel so much better.
And I've had a couple, like, that was a really standout one for me, but I've had a couple like that, which I always love.
Oh, when the polite train driver loses his rag. Oh, that's brilliant.
There's nothing better than a public announcement over a tannoy starting with a heartfelt, world-weary sigh. Yeah.
Although, some of the tube stops in London where you get someone with massive patois in their voice is fucking awesome as well. Hear me now.
There was the guys on the tube who were talking about quite like, oh, move along the, yes, yeah.
Move along the line. It's all cool.
There was at a bank station on, I think it was the Central Line. They used to be just the happiest motherfucker in the world. Yeah. And it was just like, it was infectious from him. It just like, you got, like, as you got to the platform, got off the train, it's like, good morning, everybody. If we could all just sort of move along the platform. Like, I know there's ever so much of us, and like every single time, it's just this fucking, it was, the joy was almost parasitic. It just got in there, just weavered its way in, and it's just like, I left each time I heard it, I would leave feeling happy and smiling to myself. I was like, it's fine.
Yeah. So basically, train drivers aren't cunts because they're just normal people.
Oh, actually, talking about cunts, what's the over under? What's the 411 on Audi owners, Audi drivers? Are they cunts?
I've never noticed anything.
They've got fewer in recent years, which is what I found, because the Audi 4 whatever the most popular Audi car was, has kind of A4 maybe,
something like that.
Has become a lot less popular because it's an older car now, and there's a lot less Audi drivers on the road. It seems to me.
Okay, the only kind of car I've ever had confrontations with has been new Minis. Just young drivers in new Minis are arseholes.
Yeah,
seriously.
They think they're in sports cars. Like a a first-time driver's car, like a Mini or a
But they've obviously been
Volkswagen
bought
Beetle
for these people
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Or like,
But they're, like, seriously,
rich as fuck.
twice. I've not been driving for long, and it's always been new Minis. Twice, they've completely cut me up. Like, I have right of way. They've just completely gone right in front of me. I've had to slam on the brakes, and they're shouting at me out the window, or like flicking me V's or whatever. It's like, really? Really? That's the thing? You're going to endanger lives and just flick me the V's?
Oh no, that's where my road rage tactic comes in and going, oh, come on, boy. Oh, you're so angry.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
who's that feisty little boy? Who's that feisty little boy?
The faces I pull now is what I pull back at those people. Just like, I think basically what you're saying as well is Sunday drivers. People who aren't used to driving every day.
I can't say that because I am one of those.
You are one of those, unfortunately. God bless you. How people who aren't used to driving every day do tend to dither.
Be shitter at
That's
it.
true. No, I don't deny that.
Dither and actually, whilst dithering, endanger other drivers on the road.
Yeah.
Just because they're not confident. It's kind of like if you're around a dog you don't know. If you're assertive, then the dog is calm because it knows that, oh no, this person is calm with me, therefore I don't need to worry about this being worried, aggressive, or I'm not unsure about what they're doing. Whereas if you're worried about what you're doing, the dog's going, well, if he's worried, I'm worried. Fuck right.
Yeah.
It's kind
Or
of the
similarly,
same
the other thing with dogs that you don't know is like you don't know the dog, so you don't know it enough to know that it's going to bite you because it's a Jack Russell, and Jack Russell's a cunt.
Yeah.
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 Or any little dog.
Let him bite me. I'll bite him back. I was trained how to train dogs by my dad, who historically has bitten a Labrador on the ear to show dominance and go, fuck off. Because that's what mama dog would do.
Which quickly reminds me that's in fact something that Heather's D&D character did to bring a dog to heel as well.
Bringing it full circle.
Indeed. But I think that's left us a perfect answer for
Personally, Sunday drivers.
No, I was going to say are all Audi drivers cunts? No, but Jack Russells are.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wicked.
There you go.
Okay, so coming up next is one from El Community. And we have from Captain Sickbeard.
Right on.
Games that would be made more intense with the addition of a chess clock.
Hopscotch.
Oh God, that is. Yeah, no, you find it. You've completely nailed this. I'm going to say skipping.
Yes.
Okay, so
Football.
how about I don't know.
Football would be amazing. Oh, you got the ball.
Run to
You
the other
got
end,
60
take the
seconds.
I'm wondering if there are people who play Go with a chess clock. So
they do.
So I've never really understood how a chess clock works. What the point of it is? Is it
So you have a set amount of time that you're allowed for your game per player,
Yes.
and you basically whittle it down.
So it helps you have to reduce your thinking time.
So okay, cool. So does this also mean that if you run out of time, you lose the game?
I believe so.
Okay.
I think so. That's my understanding of it as well.
Cool. Fair enough.
Having never played chess on a competitive level, I have no idea.
Do you know what would benefit significantly from that? It's fucking pandemic.
Oh God, yeah.
Especially if you instigated
A game where meta talk is just rife.
There are just, I've got to go into board game mode here. There are so many AP prone games that you want to add the clock to.
AP prone for the listeners.
Analysis paralysis.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. The games where you could basically say what you want to do, and then everyone around the table also needs to have their input, and then you've got to digest that input.
Yeah. The other version of it is where you've got a million of things you could do, so you want to sit and calculate the results of each one.
Oh, I hate that.
Before you weigh up your decision of what it is you're going to do.
See, I've thought about doing something similar for role playing, specifically Dungeons and Dragons. Wouldn't necessarily be for combat, but it'd be
Table talk.
No, it's not table talk so much, but encounters in which maybe they're running against the clock, or something like that.
Yeah.
And so,
I did that once. I played the first time I played Call of Cthulhu. My dad ran it at a War Games club that he used to take me to.
Okay.
And he did it in real time.
oh, nice.
Oh god, that sounds hard.
So we did it in 2 sessions, and it was supposed to be the whole adventure was in the course of 1 evening. So we did like 3 hours a session, and it was supposed to be like one whole evening from 6 p.m. to midnight.
And if you ran out of time in the first session, like you wouldn't.
So yeah, but basically you had to progress, because if you didn't get to the end before the thing happened, like, it was really good. So we actually felt against the clock.
Yeah.
Because he was like, right, you've got to solve this by this time.
To be fair, that's kind of Escape from the Temple of
Escape, Curse of the Temple.
Curse of the Temple. Yeah, no, that game is incredibly pressuring when it wants to be. The fact that this board game is basically you need to collect certain things from a tomb that you're raiding and then get to the exit once you've got those things, and you have a track playing in the background that's going to tell you, right, well, you need to all get to this room now.
It's like a glorified countdown clock.
It's atmosphere.
Yeah. It's atmosphere. Yeah.
You're playing along
music
to a soundtrack.
Words and
But you need to, oh god, that game where we had a smoke machine, a strobe light, a mood light, and some other stuff, and we were just not coping well.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I mean, could you? No, I actually imagine snooker would be pretty good for that.
I don't think snooker actually players take a lot of time to decide what their shot is.
Yeah, but if you restrict it to you've got 20 seconds.
You've got 10 seconds. No, 20 seconds too long. Yeah.
Darts.
Yeah.
Boom, one clack. Boom, one clack.
Oh no, you've got like sprint from the ocky to the fucking board.
Yeah,
pull your dart out. Otherwise, the other
guy's throwing.
The other person is throwing it at you, and if they hit you, they win.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, I'm not a big player of such games, but what about poker?
I hardly know one.
Oh.
Oh, we actually did one that works.
No, there is a thing I only know because my flatmate's so into poker. But apparently, if you get really fed up and they have taken a really long time, people on the table do just start shouting clock.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then the adjudicators have to go, right, you have to make a decision now.
Yeah.
I'm going to count you down. But there's no actual specific set time.
It's as soon as everyone gets pissed off.
When everybody gets pissed off, then they give
also,
you a countdown.
Also, when you say like really into poker, like he participates in buy-in tournaments, doesn't he? Yeah. Which, he
does.
He's, he likes into poker.
He plays on his tablet while he's watching TV, if he's not watching poker, sometimes whilst watching poker.
Yeah. Oh god, that's got to get confusing.
Also,
we'll play occasionally. So I like him because he does sit down and help me scratch my board game itch occasionally. But whilst we're playing, he will get out poker chips and clack them on the table
as a nervous habit.
I guess I don't know. It's just something he likes to do. He still hasn't mastered flicking them between his fingers yet. The poker chips,
ladies.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, the second he can master that, he probably won't need to do the
he tries it all the time, and he gets really angry when he drops it. It's quite funny.
Do you know what? A game that's complicated enough that needs added complication is probably hockey, ice hockey.
Oh,
so you've already got the icing, you've already got everything else that's complicated already.
Is it hockey or is it also hockey? Oh, is it just basketball? But there's the shot clock that you've got to worry about. Sorry.
No, I think that must be basketball.
Okay,
I don't recognise it.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
With ice hockey, though, if you don't punch someone within 60 seconds, you're not allowed to retain the puck on your team.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that could brutal quite quickly.
I think if you're playing with
no.
Canadians, you're fucked.
Well, because of the way the Canadians play, right? If you can go this whole set time without having punched someone, you automatically win, no matter how many times you've scored.
Oh, I like that. It's like catching the whatever it is in Harry Potter.
Like, yeah.
Whatever.
The golden
I
snitch.
don't like.
That's the one.
The golden fuck off. It's Harry Potter. Yeah, that thing.
Did anyone else find it? You have to catch the snitch. Is that no one else find that a bit aggressive? A little bit mafia.
It's a little bit gangster, is it?
Yeah.
A little bit G. No,
Well, I mean,
it's Harry Potter. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. Those sort of instant. I mean, the way that works is that if your team's not been doing well enough, then catching the snitch won't win you the game.
Wasn't the whole thing that no one's really caught it before Harry Potter caught it?
No.
So they haven't actually made a rule about how it works. They just thought it was a fun thing to watch.
The rule is that you catch it, you win the game. However, no one's caught it in decades or whatever.
No, not at all. It's a routine mechanic. It's just very difficult to do. You get something like 50 points for catching it, and it ends the game.
Final points of a fictional game, everybody.
There you are. Yeah, I don't know. Those kind of potential insta-win mechanics are just kind of, in any game, it just seems like a bit of a cop out.
Unless you actually are victorious because of it.
Olympic swimming. You have to get to the other end of the pool to hit the clock.
Before
then get
they
back
release the sharks.
then you've got to get back to the other end of the pool to hit that clock. And if both clocks don't finish in roughly the same amount of time, then you're screwed.
Also, when you say sharks, I would suggest it be basking sharks, so that the fear isn't so much being devoured, it's getting your feet stuck in them. Which is always my fear. I know I've talked about it before. It's a really irrational fear. I'm more afraid of basking sharks.
Wasn't there was an article in the paper recently? Was it last week or maybe even yesterday? But there was a diver they'd encountered
I hardly know.
They'd encountered a baby whale,
right?
And it was playing with them, and it grabbed a diver and pulled him down, and he just about managed to wrestle free so that he could get to the top.
Right,
basically,
okay.
it was in danger of drowning him, just playing around this whale.
Oh,
he was just playing. He was just playing.
Yeah, they reckon
Death.
Well, I mean, we do know that seagoing mammals have games like that. There's it was in the latest Blue Planet 2, where they show this game of dolphins would just pick up shells, and then they get up to a certain height and they drop them, and they just kind of all watch and sort of see how they drop down. And sometimes if they're not dropping down fast enough or in a particular fashion, the dolphin will then pick it up and take it up higher, see if it can do better next time.
Can I just ask, was the diver wearing a gold wetsuit?
And also really, really fast.
And also had just told a story to the police about the mafia.
And was this baby whale wearing glasses and have a lightning
Golden
scar?
snitch.
Wearing glasses and had a lightning scar on its forehead.
That took me way too long. I wasn't getting that at all. I was not getting that at all.
Cool. Tom, do you want to grab one from the pitch pot?
Absolutely. Right, we've got...
Show me something good.
Sci-fi fantasy. Bomberman's Love.
Okay.
Okay, right, okay.
And to be fair, I'm pretty sure Bomberman is 2 words in the video game.
Right. I don't care.
This is all one word. Bomberman's Love.
I don't care. I'm going to go with Bomberman. I'm saying, right from the get-go, this is a Greek tragedy. Because Bomberman's one love are his bombs. And they are what eventually ultimately
he throws
destroy
them away.
him.
Oh, if you love something, you let it go. Yeah, no, fair enough.
But also, if you don't care about how you let it go, it will come back to bite you in the ass. Or incinerate you. Make you pop. So,
isn't Bomberman's Love victory over the other Bombermen?
No! Okay.
Bomberman's Love, where he shoves bombs in places.
Oh no, you took this to a nasty place, Mia Khalifa. You listening?
No, okay. So how about
Look
this?
at her smile.
So how about this? This is a new Bomberman game in classic Bomberman style. In the same sort of Bomberman style. But there is there's the multiplayer, which is the bit that everyone only really cares about.
The only thing anyone plays, yeah.
And there's the single player, but the story in this is Bomberman's girlfriend. No, fuck it. Let's say Bomberman's boyfriend. Or Bomberman's non-gender defined significant other.
Sorry,
has been
been
captured by the big bad, and so the whole story is Bomberman using what he knows best, which is fucking throwing bombs
And kicking.
Once
Once he's got the pop-up.
And he uses these bombs to sort of start working his way through the world in order to sort of reclaim his lost love, using his intrinsic love to get she back, and the whole thing ends when in the final battle, throwing bombs around left, right, and centre, you're fighting off this big bad, whoever it is, and finally, as you do it with your final bomb, you both kill the big bad and your love.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn, son. There's the Greek tragedy right there. Right up in your grill. Aristophanes ain't got shit on this one.
Ain't got shit on Bomberman. Oh, God, if that was the actual plot to Bomberman 94, I would have loved it even more than I did.
See, I was more about Super Bomberman, but yeah, sorry.
Take it from the other perspective. So Bomberman's love, we're all assuming the story's about Bomberman. It's not. It's about Bomberman's love. It's about the love of Bomberman's life, and she loves him, and he's always going out, and she's so scared he's going to blow up every day.
Oh, is this like a Rocky Adrian thing?
I've not seen Rocky. Sorry.
Well, I mean, so does this eventually end in it's me or the bombs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, he's not necessarily choosing the bombs over her, but it's like what he does. So she's terrified that he's in his line of work of going and blowing people up, that he's going to get blown up.
What if there was that ultimatum? And what career could he go into?
Bomberman,
the milkman.
Bomberman chooses the bombs.
Demolition.
That's the only way this goes. Bomberman chooses the bombs. So, sorry, what was the genre again?
Sci-fi.
It was sci-fi. Yeah.
It's in the future. Done.
Yeah. Whatever.
Bomberman is a sci-fi fantasy.
20XX.
Yes, true is. True is fine. Whatever, we'll go with that.
True is.
Yeah, actually, I kind of like both of those ideas.
Or he has to enter. So it's always Bomberman's always like a contest in like a maze thing, like on an arena. So he gets signed up or like forced to go into this arena thing against his will, and it's about Bomberman's love trying to root for him and help him, and like scared about how he's going to perform in this arena. So it's like we have to watch Bomberman with the sort of, is he going to make it like almost like gladiatorial battles?
Okay. Yeah.
Who's the Caesar over these gladiatorial battles?
Kirby.
And
he's the ones that don't please him.
Yes.
Oh, wait. No, that's possible.
Swallows their power.
That could be possible because so Bomberman is a Hasbro property. Didn't Hasbro once produce? I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, because it's put out by Hudson.
Hudson, yeah.
Yeah,
It's Hudson. So I don't know if they're. But did they also do? Were they the ones behind Kirby's Dream, Kirby Pinball? Or was that just Nintendo? Because that actually might be possible. But I like your first idea, Chris.
Because the sci-fi could come out of like, you get these films where people have to go into these games. Like you've got the modern teeny ones that are like Hunger Games and Maze Runner and that, but you've also got like, I'm thinking sci-fi, like 80s style, like Running Man and Tron and
yeah. No, I do this idea that it's from the perspective of the partner of Bomberman, and so the first act is Bomberman going off doing what Bomberman does, and the partner is worrying about it, and there's kind of conflict at home. Second act is the sit down talk. It's like, look, it's me or the bombs, and Bomberman says, okay, no, I can give up bombs. for you, I'll give up bombs, and then the rest of the second act and the start of the third act is the rest of the second act is Bomberman moving into another field and trying to change his life.
Wears a tie, carries a briefcase.
The third act is Bomberman hitting this
put in as a ringer by his boss in Demolition.
So I was
into the tournament, and he has to compete, or is his job?
Yes.
So I was thinking, top of the third act being Bomberman hitting this dilemma of, sort of classic dilemma of, Dragon Slayer with no dragons left to slay. And that causing that crisis. And the very end of the third act is Bomberman turning to his love and say, like, I love you both equally. It's going to have to be you and the bombs. At which point he pulls from behind his back a bomb and blows them both to hell.
There we go, done.
Wicked. I like it.
Okay, awesome.
Cool. That'll do on that. Chris, would you care to give us one from Hottie to La Potty?
One from the host.
Hottie potty. It's what Baby Bomberman sit on.
It's the air that's the dead. Oh, one from me.
It's one from you.
Holy shit.
And it's got my name on it.
It has your name on it.
Fuck, this is rare. Okay, go for it.
Describe your hell.
Oh, I've been waiting for this one to come out. Do you know what? You're there. You're absolutely on the fucking money.
You're right, enjoyers.
So I finally, over the summer, went camping with a bunch of us, and I was sat down with, Tobias and his girlfriend Zimmy and a couple of others, and I sort of brought up this question. It's like, describe your hell. And everyone kind of came up with a little bits and pieces, and it's like, at this point, it kind of everything I hated about what you were just doing galvanized. It's like, my absolute hell would be the Hall of Mouths. And this is
sounds like my heaven, baby.
This is a chamber in which, the floors, the ceilings, the walls, everything, it's just all covered in mouths and all making noises. They're all making audible noises.
That makes me think of, sorry to interrupt you, but in primary school, we did this exercise in an assembly where they made us imitate a fire by the entire assembly making that noise. And it is supposed to sound like flames.
What? Make it...
Yeah, not quite so sloppily.
But...
Yeah. But a room full of people doing that.
That sounds like fire to me. It sounds like hell to me.
A room full of people doing that. Yeah, it sounds like fire.
But yeah, I was just the deeper, the more I went into it, the more I was disgusting myself. It's like, as you would walk, you'd stand on a mouth and it just go, and then the walls around you at all time are just going, and then above you, you've got these mouths just kind of idling.
The occasional drip on your face.
Exactly. Just like you can hear a drool. And it's just like you're there and you're just trying to drown it out. And then as you touch your ears, there are fucking mouths on your hands. Right into the center of your skull. And as you cry, it's the sound of, like, there are mouths under your eyelids going, and that's creating your tears. It's just like the limitless, endless hall of mouths. That's my hell. That is my
that would be anyone's hell, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that sounds pretty bad.
Good God.
That does sound pretty bad. However, not as bad as my hell.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, God.
Okay, this deep rooted in me is a absolute hate of rushing. I hate being late for anything. I hate having to be somewhere by a certain time and not having enough time to get there. I hate not being able to just relax into a journey. So the constant hell of being constantly having to be somewhere, but not quite having enough time to get there, and then also having to herd someone else or others to that place would actually drive me insane. It wouldn't take much. It wouldn't even be an eternal hell. It would be a week. No, a day of that shit, and I would be ready to destroy everything. I would sign up to the hordes of Satan instantly as one of the top demons of the worst circle of hell.
So
just to escape that.
So to be clear, your absolute hell would be the weight of Constance.
Just the Constance,
which sounds awfully fascist of you, Tom.
Oh, fuck off. Fair play, though.
Thank you very much.
No, that would be my hell.
Oh dear.
How about you?
For me, I've got a few things, but I think the one that would really, really, really take the biscuit over a long period of time was
When someone
normal
takes your
life.
biscuit. No, I feel you.
normal life, normal everyday life, but everything's just not quite good enough. Like the slightest thing goes wrong, whatever you try to do.
That is my life.
I want to boil a kettle in the morning, and I pour it. Oh, it's lukewarm. The water hasn't boiled. That'd be annoying. Like, oh, I really fancy this nice steak that I bought, and I've been looking forward to it, and then I get it out, and it's gone off.
Oh no, it's just like, wow, yeah, I've got this fucking wicked sirloin steak going, and then you cook it up, you pull out the pack,
burn it,
and it's a fucking pork medallion, which would be fine, but you want beef today.
Even worse, like you cook it to perfection, you take a bite and it's just chewy.
Yeah, it's just chewy. Exactly. That's more like it.
That's
more like it.
So you
go on a long drive and you find that the radio doesn't work or your iPod's died.
Oh god, no, that's my hell. Oh god, driving without any kind of distraction.
Just whatever, like the slightest little wrongness with life, but constant.
So it'd be
it would drive me mad over time. It really would.
It's just like the saturation of constant minor disappointment.
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
The other day it was
Yes.
Hal's birthday. Oh, it's his birthday!
Birthday!
No, sorry, no, it's
No,
my
that's
mum's
coming up.
birthday.
It was your
Beg
mum's
pardon,
birthday,
it's my
yeah,
mum's birthday.
Yeah. How's it coming up?
And we went for a meal in North London, which meant I drove my parents up and back.
Okay.
Not drinking, so it wasn't an issue. However, fuck, god damn it. Where was I going?
Has it gone away?
Yeah, it did.
Oh no. Oh, do you know what? That would be a hell
That's
as well.
annoying. Yeah, everything good you thought of, you've just forgotten it as you were saying.
That feeling of always constantly having walked through a door.
Yeah.
There's this sort of classic site,
And not knowing what you went there.
Exactly.
Oh God!
Constant.
Getting dementia is my hell. Because I'll never know what's going on.
Do you know what? I put myself in that position by my own hand enough. I'm sure I'd like, whatever. It would be a hell for me now, looking at it and going, I would hate to be doing that to everyone else. But I mean, at the time, I'd fucking deal with it because, that's pretty much what I've been doing since I was 21.
Is it just me, or did anyone else grow up with a feeling of confusion?
No, that's everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Because I had no idea what the fuck was going on for the first 10 years of my life.
The first 10 years
Yeah.
of your actual life or adult life.
My actual life.
Yeah. I didn't care. I straight up didn't care.
So confused. I just went along with whatever anyone said all the time because I had no idea.
Yeah, no, I was an Arsenal fan for a bit.
My whole family are Arsenal fans.
I knew
I hate football.
I knew everything. I never watched a game.
There was perhaps half a year of my life as a youngling when I said I supported West Ham, and this lasted until I realised it was more fun when people said, "Oh, who do you support?" to say Chicago Bulls, and it's
the Conservatives.
oh, good.
As a 10-year-old kid going, I support the Free Nelson Mandela campaign. He's already out, but keep going. Don't stop the fight.
Tom, yours doesn't actually come across too much as a hell to me because
are you kidding me?
Every time I'm put in a position where I'm late for something, it's just or I'm getting somewhere on time, or I've got to rush, or whatever.
No. I'm saying literally being held back by another person. I've got to herd people. That's the worst. If I'm late myself, I can deal with that shit.
And being, as a callback to earlier in the show, being someone who has to drive people around.
Mm-hmm. It happens a lot. It happens so often.
Yes.
See, I mean, I've got a clear, defined set breaking point on that. It's just like, okay, cool. I told you what was going on, and you've not met that particular expectation. I'm gone.
Yeah, but you're not the only mean of transport.
But what would frustrate me about that situation is that I couldn't just go, oh, look what you've done. We're all going to be late now. It's your fault. I would feel just as much guilt in myself turning up to a place late and having to go, oh, sorry. And then I would feel like it was just as much my fault as theirs.
I don't mind saying sorry for being late.
I hate
That's
it.
fine.
That's what I would hate about that.
Because as a driver, I can go traffic.
Yeah, true.
And no one's going to check that.
Oh, yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah. I don't know. Anytime.
Why I've never turned up to work on time.
Anytime I feel I've been held up or whatever, it's just, I kind of enter this state of, I mean, I've done what I can. It's out of my hands now.
Oh,
So
no, but when you're late of your own volition.
Yeah.
That's fine because you're to blame and I'm sorry. There's no panic there.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're trying to get other people there, there's another person you need to worry about getting there. Mm-hmm. That's a fucking failure.
No, that's gonna be fun when you got kids.
Oh God! No. I've seriously considered a vasectomy, probably mainly because of this reason.
Oh, see,
why are you wearing that saucepan? It's time to leave.
Well, I mean, I think my approach to that would be the second they're in a state where everything that is needed is to hand, whether they've got everything they want or not. I was like, okay, cool, I'm throwing you in the car. I was like, oh, you don't have the game? Well, okay, maybe next time you'll figure out how to sort your shit out. So I think that's probably going to be my approach with kids. But when you lay out like that, Tom, I do understand the hell there. More.
Yeah.
Especially like you, Taz, more than anyone else out of my friends has understood how difficult it is to get our friends to one place at a certain time. It's like herding cats with custard. It's horrible.
Mate, the last time I went to Boom,
trying to get flights to Portugal.
Get it. Well, no, that wasn't the problem. The problem was once we were at the festival, and again, this is kind of self-imposed, but it's like to begin with, like, okay, I need to set up a situation where we can move everyone, rather we can sort of get to, if we're going to meet at this stage or at this place, we kind of know where the gathering point's going to be. And it's those first couple of fucking days of doing the wayfaring thing, the journeyman. So like, hey, we're going up this way, and just trying to keep a group of 9 fucked people together.
That's the stake of the festival is dealing with other people.
But the point was kind of trying to create this thing where eventually we can get to a point of, cool, we'll see you there. And those first couple of days were fucking hell.
See, I can imagine Boom being in a problem for that, but every festival I've been at is a case of, well, I'm going this place. Want to come with? Don't care. I'll go.
Yeah, and the thing is, Boom's just so fucking massive.
Yeah.
You really kind of need to...
And that kind of atmosphere, you want your friends around as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not like a metal festival where you just turn up and just fucking punch people and doesn't matter if they're your friends or not.
It's like, oh, okay, this is my bi-yearly meathead weekend.
Let's ram some wheelie bins into each other and call it jousting. Done.
Yeah. Okay. I think that was a collection of very good answers. Mine is actually the most hellish, but
no, mine is
a hall of endless mouths, Tom.
Oh no, actually, quick follow up is my girlfriend Rita's definition of hell, which is surrounded by puppies, but you can't touch any of them.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true. Actually, going off of Taz's, the hall of just empty, but there's just an ever so slightly odd smell in the air. You can't quite put your finger on it.
And you suspect it might be you.
You suspect it might be you. You can never find the source. And wherever you go, whatever position you hold yourself in, you can always smell it.
Can anyone else smell right on it? Under your armpit.
It never gets you can never detect
it might
the
be,
source
because
ever.
It doesn't get stronger here when I sniff there or there.
But when I'm walking, I can't smell it.
It always follows me.
But
it's just
when I stop,
when you stop,
I don't know.
You can. Yeah.
Oh no, that's a good definition of hell.
I mean, how long before you go? Okay. Have I got something in my nose?
You could try, and then you'll be trying to get it out, and you'll never get rid of the smell.
Oh, I've got it. Hell is the smell of a stretched piercing.
Oh, so that would be the smell of... Yeah,
No, that is hell to find, is the smell of a stretched piercing that hasn't been washed for like a week.
Oh, so you spend your entire time going, okay, so this one...
No, just literally.
Just the smell.
Yeah.
There's no other stimulus.
No other stimulus whatsoever.
Just that smell is just there.
It's just
you,
that.
The void, and
that smell.
Stretch.
Yes. Right. Okay, next topic. What have we got? Oh my god, that's a big piece of paper. What's that?
Is that the mega topic?
Oh, for a second there, I thought it was going to be the last one.
Oh.
It's not. We're at the penultimate.
Is this a Kai mega topic? Kai, how you doing, mate? I've chatted to you for a while.
So, let me just grab a pen so I can scrub it as we go.
A pen for the penultimate.
Kai mega topic. What we got?
The penultimates.
Oh,
Kai mega topic.
Very well done.
What podcast should I listen to once I've run out of pot topic?
Just start pot topic again.
Literally anything else.
No, just back to back pot topic.
No, that's hell defined.
So talking about hell. So like all you've got is pot topic, and every one of them is one of the episodes where one or some get a little too drunk.
There's a really good Russian one, right, which is about 30 days of bah, bah,
stations.
Oh, the signal station.
and then occasionally someone will speak something in Russian. It's really good.
Yeah,
Listen to it.
You've got to
It's
get
fantastic.
on that long wave shit for that. Yeah. What are they called? Number stations.
Number stations.
That's
it.
the one.
Okay, podcast for after you finish pot topic.
I mean,
Nothing that Maximum Fun put out, because fuck the McElroys. Actually, no.
No, that's unfair. Like, my brother and me is fantastic.
No. I'm thinking of one in particular. Till Death Do Us Part. And it's not a Maximum Fun podcast, however.
No, it's not.
The idea of a podcast that once a year on Thanksgiving reviews Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. They're on their third
Every year.
Yep.
Every year. And
Once a year,
the only way they can
one
stop
podcast.
The same film.
The reason it's called Till Death Do Us Part, the only way they can get out of doing this every year is if they die.
And at which point they need to pass the torch to someone else.
Okay.
Is an eternal podcast for the ages reviewing Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, which has so much depth. I'm going to spoil it because I believe I've already spoiled it in the last... No, I think I've already spoiled it, but in the third... bearing in mind it's their 3 year, we've only got to 3 years. We haven't even got to 3 years of this podcast yet. They've got to 3 years of this podcast, and one of the hosts watched the film whilst listening to Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. So they dark-sided the Blart.
Yes.
Yes!
And
You
it
can dark-side
synced,
anything.
and it synced up. Of course it fucking did.
It syncs with everything. It's got that magical mathematical
Paul
formula.
Blart is in a fucking showroom looking at weapons that he could buy for his mall copping, and they are playing money.
Yes.
God
yes.
damn it!
I think there might be if you would spend enough time looking at it, I think there's a mathematical formula that could be generated, because, oh, for fuck's sake, we found a certain brilliance in watching Smurf porn back to Total Eclipse of the Heart. It fucking matches up so fucking well.
Does. Yeah.
Now, I think this is something that could be quite common. But I've always...
No, it's because human minds are used to...
he said it out loud! Don't do that if you're a good person.
You'll never get into heaven if...
I've just been condemned for that, haven't I?
But no, to be fair, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen, and it is... I'm terrible for thinking that, but if you do a search for World War I shell shock videos and pair them with surfing birds... surfing birds.
But it is the...
That's it, yeah, with the jiggliness of the shell shock.
Yeah,
fucking
no, it's not good, but it is good. It's so not good.
No, but you came up with another one that worked just as well. It was in the summertime.
Oh, yeah.
It worked just as
Mungo
well.
Jerry.
Mungo Jerry worked just as well.
Yeah, it worked just as well with shell shock videos, which is...
Yeah.
Do you know?
Dark sense of humour alert.
Do you know what I would say? Once you're done with the Bot Toppy podcast, go listen to regular features. Because this is a group of English people who do comedy. A, with preparation, and B,
no, fuck off preparation.
Well, they fucking write scripts and shit.
Barely.
No, all right. The scripts.
They have an idea and they freeform.
No, they don't. No. They're literally working off scripts most of the time.
Have you listened to the recent episode?
No, I haven't.
All right. Log literally gives up halfway through.
But regular features are fucking wonderful.
Oh, absolutely. Like, one of our inspirational podcasts, I'm going to say.
They are, so if they're not still in the games journalism in, like, fields, they've all come from there, and, they sort of come together. There's, 5 of them now.
Yeah.
And, the way they talk about it is the Regular Features podcast. This is the podcast where we do the same thing every week, and everyone has a feature, and it changes from week to week. They just do a feature.
They're not allowed to do the same feature, although they have done the same feature. So they don't even stand by the premise that they're juxtaposing what they actually set up.
Right.
Like, no. They just do whatever the fuck they want.
And the thing is, like, I'm sorry.
First episode, one of them actually does the best ever. Go to the first episode and listen to Steve tell his feature, which is paedophile or volcano. When it gets to the point where he's talking about spilling his magma over vast crowds of children.
I haven't been back to listen to the.
Listen to the first episode. It's Steve's best feature.
I don't know. His recent Christmas special feature was fucking wonderful.
Yeah, no, he's a dime.
Steve is incredible. They're all. This is the thing. They're all really good, and I've got a feeling like this podcast came from the idea that hey, like we like to write. And it's good to.
They're creative people.
Yeah. So, this is an excuse to just like keep writing. And it's, some of them are just blow me away. Actually, and I think that's pretty much all I've got.
To be fair, I've got a note on my phone of the episodes where Gav has gone home for Christmas or a holiday of some description to Wales and basically recorded conversations with him and his grandma.
Right.
Because they just, one, awesome. And two, slightly offensive. And also really fucking funny.
But, and the thing, like.
And so sweet.
Yeah, this is the thing, the sweetness aspect of it is like his nan is falling further and further into dementia.
Oh dear.
Not rapid descent.
Not rapid descent, but like he kind of shares these conversations because, she always remembers him and, like he likes the way their conversations go, and he always finds it very sweet, and it is entertaining, and it's nice.
Because he also darling and sweetheart, and
absolutely, and she's always saying things like, "Oh, have you got a girl yet?" and like refusing
proper
to
nanny
eat,
stuff.
and it's just like it puts a really kind of that human face on a disease that like sometimes lacks.
Like recently he did I think it was over Christmas at some point, like literally at Christmas they do like 4 weeks of episodes, usually after Christmas, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But Gav did a Adam Buxton style walk through a park where he's just like recording himself, because Adam Buxton starts every one of his podcasts with him with a field recorder in the middle of a park walking his dog, and then introduces the like interview. Whereas Gav just went, no, this is literally it. And like, this is the bench where a girlfriend dumped me and the same night wanked off 2 dudes on this bench.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
And I'm now going to sit on it.
They're a fucking
That's what I think of this. Have my ass.
Dumb and clever at the same time. Comedy Button. Cunts, come on. Comedy Button is like the best podcast in the world.
I disagree because regular features can be hit and miss, but the hit and miss between Comedy Button episodes is a lot greater.
No, son.
So I disagree with you. Like I straight up stopped listening for periods because they stopped being funny.
Never.
Okay, fine.
I find them absolutely puerile and dumb and hilarious all the time.
But when they fucking hit the pocket on
episode 89, where Ryan Scott talks about his dead older brother that he never met.
Oh, is that episode 80? Okay, wicked. I've been meaning to ask you which specific one.
Bearing in mind, the rest of the crew had spent 89 episodes of that podcast and about 100 episodes of a previous podcast saying that his dad doesn't appreciate him and calls him a deadbeat son. Like, I wish he was dead and all this kind of stuff. And they only find out on the podcast that he had a dead older brother.
Wow.
But
that sounds like fun listening.
Oh, that is so awkward. It's amazing. Because their minds are blown.
There was a fucking great, it wasn't actually Comedy Button. It was Brian Altano, one of the members, appearing on somebody else's podcast, who he encountered a shitstorm a couple of years ago because he made a really shit joke over Twitter. It's like, women away from work day. Oh, it'd be nice to get some peace and quiet. And, this created a whole shitstorm. And, some months later, Brian Altano goes on his show and they have this back and forth and sort of talk about, and that's a fucking incredible episode of a podcast I'll never listen to again. But for that, and like each member individually, they're all fucking incredible at what they do.
Yeah.
And there's lots
they've
of
all
them.
come from the game industry at some point.
Yeah.
Like one of them now produces the Star Wars show, which is
It's a YouTube show.
Yeah, which is incredibly funny.
Is it up for a Grammy or?
It was. It was nominated for a...
didn't win.
No. No, it was nominated for was it a Grammy or an Oscar or something?
No, it wasn't an Oscar or a Golden Globe or an Emmy.
Whatever.
Was it an Emmy, something like that?
Something we weren't nominated
A statue.
It would never be nominated for because
we're
too punk.
I'm going to make
That's
one
the
and
reason.
nominate you.
But these are guys that...
Dom.
Ryan Scott, and at the time of... he's now left the podcast, unfortunately, which is Anthony Gallegos. I've been listening to those guys since I was like 16.
Yeah.
And like listening to them now, still making dick and fart jokes constantly. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. There's an episode where they kind of make this opposition, like based on, the idea that, hey, you shouldn't have unprotected sex because, wasted sperm is murder. And so they come up with this idea.
Every sperm is sacred.
Exactly. So like, if that's all something to murder, then obviously each sperm can have a ghost. And how much seed has been spilled in the entire length of human history? So are we not just surrounded by cum ghosts? And just riff from there. I know they're very good at it. It's like zeroing in on.
One of the darkest jokes they ever did was, so Brian Altano has an aborted older sister who then married in the afterlife Ryan Scott's dead older brother. This podcast is dark and horrible.
Sometimes.
And then they have lovely moments where, well, I say lovely moments, like Brian Altano talks about his mum dying of cancer.
Lovely moment.
So does Ryan Scott, because it happened about the same time.
And actually, that episode is just gone, and it's actually really interesting just to listen to two guys talk about the process of
cancer and what it does to a family and what it does to, like, they have serious moments as well. So you get involved with these people.
Yeah.
Telling bum and fart jokes and doing jokes about Duck Nukem.
Yeah.
Quack, 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 I'm a dirty duck.
Quack, quack, quack. I'm here to kick ass and eat duckweed. I'm all out of duckweed.
I'm gonna come here and fuck your dirty eggs.
Exactly.
It's
and what do we have? Oh, hi guys, I'm Mr. Squaresmith.
No one listens. Right.
No one cares. Anyway, let's leave it there. Yeah, fuck it. I can.
No. Actually,
what was the topic?
One quick one.
Podcast to listen to once you're done with Pot Topic.
That's right. Yeah.
What's the one from San Quentin?
Oh shit! Ear Hustle.
Ear Hustle.
Yeah,
Thank you very
Ear
much.
Hustle's fucking wicked.
So a podcast done from inside San Quentin prison.
Oh,
which is incredible.
by
They've just
prisoners?
finished the
Yeah. So one of the hosts is a prisoner. Another one is a volunteer worker who comes in and
Works in the media centre.
Yeah, exactly. And just kind of works with them. And they're the two hosts. And each episode they'll talk about something,
a theme.
and how that translates into prison life. And it's fucking interesting as all hell.
Oh, cool.
Another one I would suggest, it's a short run. It's a single season. It's called Heaven's Gates, and it's about the Heaven's Gate cult.
I don't know that.
So Heaven's Gate, they are the cult that kind of, they're one of the ones that kind of popularized this idea of drinking the Kool-Aid. So at one point Heaven's Gate was a couple of hundred strong. At the end,
Not Branch Davidian, is it?
It's not Branch Davidian, no. That's David Koresh and
beg your pardon.
Yeah, and Waco. But actually, there's some talk of that but this is 10 episodes of one of the host, who I don't always like the way he talks, but he comes from a place of, he grew up in a cult.
Weird voice.
It's not a weird, it's just kind of
accent.
It's just, there's too much put into the way he says things.
His emphasis.
Sorry?
His emphasis.
His
emphasis. I just like to say emphasis. Emphasis.
It's kind of, it feels like he's overplaying the empathy in his syntax. But
Sorry,
No, you're not allowed to play.
I completely derailed
You got to keep talking.
Yeah.
but no,
I went.
I honestly can't recommend it enough. Like, if you want, so the host, grew up in a cult, a Christian, doomsday cult, and got out of it for whatever. So, like, he comes from a point of understanding and empathy, and it's 10 episodes of exploring, like, the origins of the two founders and how they sort of progressed and the ultimate end, and just,
With whom? Who does he tend to discuss this with?
so he discusses it, so there are ample recordings,
Okay.
from the cult. He gets in contact, and for instance, one of his points of reference is a scholar who has basically wrote the book
Right.
on the cult. He gets in contact with the daughter of one of the founders.
Wow.
Gets
So
in
it's
contact
like an
with-
audio documentary.
Absolutely, and
Right.
it's fascinating
That
as
sounds amazing.
all shit.
It does sound
I
good,
honestly can't recommend it. It's 10 in 10 done.
Wow.
Gone.
Okay, cool.
The only sort of filler episodes are, there's an episode where there are questions about his experience from being in a cult. And there's an episode where he talks about, listeners' experiences and how the show's affected them.
Right.
And but it's all fucking interesting.
Awesome.
But from there,
Right. So, coming fired out of cannon from our third pee break.
it's you, Tom. Give us
It
something
is me from the pitch pot. Okay, one from Lewis and Quark.
Oh, there's
We
there's a podcast.
Holy shit, motherfucker. We have a second documentary.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is, oh my god, The Last Fish Show.
It's a fish themed.
Fish themed pitch pot tonight. Okay, cool.
The Pod Topic podcast sponsored by Dagon.
I know what this is. This is a documentary about the sort of human sort of androcentric or andro caused collapse of the marine life environment. So this is a documentary about the final fish stocks failing.
No.
And how this affects
How
the
about
world.
this?
Okay.
The last day before Tony Blair is actually brought up for charges of war crimes.
I like it.
Okay, so Tony Blair is basically staring down the barrel of a gun, whereas the UN have basically brought him up on charges of war crimes against humanity for basically what he did,
Yeah.
which he should
And
well
it's-
be up
but
for.
like the biggest charge of all of them is the judge turning and saying, Tony Blair, you are charged with trying to bring into this realm the the force and will of an elder being. How do you plead?
And it turns out he is...
sounds like he starts scatting.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Oh, so twist ending, it wasn't Cherie Blair. And this is, so this is like...
It was the ghost of an old jazz man.
This documentary apologises for believing it was Cherie Blair the whole time, based on her terrible, terrible appearances that she absolutely can't help, and it's unfair to make fun of. But
No, it's not.
no, she was married to a terrible person.
No one
deserves everything
needs
she
to
gets.
grin like that.
I was once told that I looked like Cherie Blair.
Really?
No, you don't.
You don't look like Cherie Blair.
You don't look anything
I think it was
like
the
Cherie.
eyes. I got that a lot in school.
Eyes? You're not dead behind the eyes like Cherie Blair is. Like, every time she smiles, I see a third world country dying in her sight.
Little insight into my soul there. I've always been told that. I've always had.
No, does not exist. Believe me. You're a beautiful human being, Chris.
Well, thank you, Tom.
And I'd fuck you if I was single.
Oh, I'll stroke
All right,
There we go.
Album art, side by side of
Me fucking Chris. What?
An album art. The album art is a side by side of Chris next to Cherie Blair.
God!
If it does turn out that he does in fact
Oh
look
my
like,
God.
look like
Okay.
then scratch this from the records.
So, no, that's the album art, but we need to get a picture of Cherie Blair smiling, and then you need to do an impression of
Yes,
that smile.
all right, fair enough.
And then that's it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, sorry. Remind me of the title again.
The Last Fish Show.
The Last Fish Show. It's South London. It's evening time. The kind of place where occasionally you want to walk through the front forecourt of a petrol station to make sure that you're on CCTV
Okay.
to verify your whereabouts. And you walk past a pond in a local park.
Quack, quack, I'm a dude. No, sorry.
You look to the side and you see a slight glowing light in the water. You go into the water. Out of the water comes Tony Blair saying, "Hi! Education, education, education!"
Okay, so first idea. So you know how in Christianity they use the ichthus, the fish shape, to denote
Yes.
their
Fish,
adherence.
apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, bullshit. So the final days of the fish is all a retelling of the Passion of the Christ, but Christ was a fish.
Christ was a fish. Yes.
Or the other one is actually again post-apocalyptic, and it's once we're in post-apocalypse and long done. This is like 100 years in the future where we've rediscovered technology such as television and whatnot. It's a documentary about how the final show that Hootie and the Blowfish ever did signified the final collapse of the global economy and the beginning of the final world war.
It brought about the new apocalypse.
Did you say this is documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of bears fighting each other next to a river.
The Last Fish Show. Yes.
There you
Yes. This is the last salmon being
go. Yeah. It's
thrown
salmon
over the...
have, due to human pollution, salmon are dying out, and we have tracked this last salmon to the end of its life, and now we find the bears waiting.
It's 20 bears death
Hordes of bears down the banks of this river, both sides.
Oh, but,
Free for all.
but twist, like...
In the blue corner, we have the grizzly cunt.
The salmon gets away. Like ultimately, the salmon gets away, makes its way upstream, and finally gets to the spawning pool, and it
Meets another male fish.
Whether male or female, it hasn't spawned, but there's nothing there to kind of to create the next fish. But the battle for the final fish, the reason it escaped is all the bears were fighting for it and murdered each other, and it turns out that the entire world's ecology was reliant on bears the entire time.
Oh, it's not bees, it's bears.
It's bears.
Yeah, exactly.
We were very close.
We were worried.
We were two
about
letters out.
Yeah,
Slight pronunciation problem.
yeah. In this, like the
Bees.
apiarists turn out to be alarmists,
Bees.
and the ursinists, they are, they were the ones on point the entire time. and that's how we failed.
Yeah.
Which version of this do we like, though?
I'm kind of liking the Death Bear grudge match.
Can we talk about Hootie and the Blowfish idea for a second?
No, we can't.
Well,
no, I'm not going to have it. No.
Bear grudge match documentary.
Because purely I don't know any of their music.
Nor do I.
No,
I know they're a reference in Friends. That's literally it.
Nor do I, but what I do know about them is they're a band that traditionally Americans like to go to and get stoned to. And without Hootie and the Blowfish...
Like the band Fish.
Oh.
So maybe it's the band Fish's last show.
I don't know Fish at all.
I'm surprised.
It's a bunch of old people having a crap argument in the chippy late at night.
It's 2:00 in the morning. Chippy's closing.
Yeah, and they're arguing over the last bit of cod.
A rock. It's got to be the
rock.
lowest.
Yeah,
lowest.
the last bit of rock.
The cod's gone long ago. The haddock's far beyond.
It's all that's left.
It's the one last piece of rock.
And they're saying, okay, I'll have the rock, you can have the cup of tea.
Okay.
You can have the battered Savoy. I don't want that shit.
I'll say, if I may take it from here, because this isn't just old people. Everyone is aware that this is the final cod. And
It's been fished out of existence.
yeah, and this is the final one, and unfortunately...
It's still shit.
Unfortunately, yeah, because...
A shit fish and chip shop as well.
Because like fish and chip shop fish is bullshit. But the whole documentary is following this bidding war that not only sees the end of fish, but also sees a collapse in the global economy as people just
sell everything and go into it.
Who's the victor? Who's the victor in this argument? Jeff Goldblum.
Haddock.
Jeff Goldblum. Oh, yes.
Jeff Goldblum is the person who gets the last fish, and he doesn't even put onion fucking vinegar on it.
He doesn't finish it. He doesn't finish it.
Even use non-brewed onion condiment
He uses
on it.
He uses a plastic knife and fork. He mostly eats the chips.
Fucking cunt.
So, I mean, this would be the final story in the, was it the Saga of the World's Planet? That was the thing that ties this all together.
It's Legends of the Story. Oh, fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. But it's like, this is the final story. This is the thing that ends everything.
Jeff Goldblum isn't the customer, isn't the one that finally gets the fish. He's the guy that sells it and just has a smug look on his face when he drops this shit bit of fish on the plate.
Yeah.
Slops it on and hands it over.
This thing,
close up to the
Bird's
camera.
Eye wouldn't even call a fish finger.
Yeah.
Like, it is tiny.
Yeah. Close up of his face.
This is fried cod fry.
This is offcuts. This is things they've dragged out the bottom of this deep fat fry that's been going for 30 years.
Yeah.
We've managed to reconstitute it into a fish finger.
And literally this
single fish finger.
No,
this close up of his face just lingers so long that you just look into his eyes to the point of uncomfortableness. And then he gives that smile.
As he hands over the fish.
As he hands it over.
And at that point, there is there's the voiceover from Jeff Goldblum. Right? I laughed like that because I knew that this would be the end. I was not proven incorrect.
It's actually the calling card for Ascension.
Yes, then a massive strobe of light pours down over him, and he raises up, raising his arms like Jesus.
Revelation comes into pass at that moment. The second Jeff Goldblum laughs,
his apron,
revelations happens.
His fisherman's apron comes undone at the back, and it flaps open and looks like a big robes.
Only rapture. The rapture happens backwards. In traditional rapture, people whole people disappear instantly, leaving only their clothes behind. As he does his
everybody's clothes
disappears.
Yes.
And there is a world left naked to the elements. And that's the end
and
of
left
everything.
with nothing but non-brewed condiment to cover themselves in.
Okay, cool.
Only a joke that English listeners will get.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
And with that, I think we have a show,
That's
Tom.
a place to finish.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
Naked Jeff Goldblum smiling at the camera.
So, does anyone have anything to plug?
I'm going to plug my YouTube channel, Howitzerbug. Go look it up.
Has there been new things?
No, but I have things in planning. The next series I'm going to do, I just bought a bunch of story dice. Have you encountered story
Story
dice?
cubes?
Story cubes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
yeah.
do story cubes.
I
I'm
like
gonna do it
using them for
silly.
role playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Like when I'm writing campaigns, I will roll
Roll the story
these, yeah,
cubes.
to make random things. Like
Inspiration.
Gamma World.
Yeah, fair point. But I'm going to do that. It will probably be audio, so there probably won't be video with it, and well, depending.
Oh, I want to play.
But yeah, you're welcome to.
Yeah,
But that's my next idea that I'm going to actually put effort into.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'd be more than happy to come over. I've been extremely negligent in the Blood Bowl thing.
Oh, so have I. I couldn't remember how to play if I tried.
Like something with a lower level of commitments in my terribly busy life, I could absolutely come over and do some story dice, story cues with you.
Yeah, so watch out for that. That'll be on Howitzerbug YouTube channel.
Perfect. Taz?
Yeah. Do you know what? I have a book out. It's on the Amazon Kindle store.
It is.
You may or may not have heard about this. But you can find it if you go to Amazon, just doing a search for Walking Out, or Walking Out, Taran Wilmore. And, you can find, do you know what? I'm not even going to do the fucking books.
Oh, do it!
No, do it.
Do it! You've got
Fine. Okay. All right. You can find my long neglected Facebook page that I keep having ideas for that I'm not making good on because I'm a piece of shit and spending too much time writing D&D.
I'm going to kick you in the morning and you're
Give
going
me
to
the password.
I'm going to make you do
stuff.
something in the morning.
But, yeah, you can find my author's page on Facebook at facebook.com/Taran Wilmore Books. That's TARANWILMORE Books. Tom, what you got for us?
I've got a couple bits.
Oh, do you now?
I
Do you now?
I do.
Do you now?
So, one of my favourite bands on the planet, Rabbit Junk, have just released their first full-length album since like 2010, I guess. It's
a long time.
entitled Rabbit Junk Will Die, and it's a synth pop industrial bullshit album that is very fun. Cheesy,
Okay.
really cheesy, cliched lyrics, which has always been Rabbit Junk's staple, unfortunately,
Right.
for the last 10 years or so. But,
That's
my
since their last
God,
album.
like an American who understands dance music, applying it to metal. My
Oh.
God, that shit has some drops in it. Like, it is balls to the wall. Incredible music.
That sounds good.
And second thing is Rankin Radio. High Rankin, one of my favourite DJs of all time, also the son of my favourite author of all time, has started doing this thing called Coffee and Memes on YouTube.
Okay, sounds good.
The episode that went up today as of recording on the 30th of January, has featured Mr. Happy remixed, produced or something, reimagined by Asda.
I love the Mr.
It's Mr. Happy.
No. So Mr. Happy is it's
Pa, 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 pa.
but
It's
also
one of
Mr. Happy
drum and bass anthem.
also refers to the Acid House smiley face.
Yeah. So he is James Pryor, who is his partner in crime, basically doing lyrics over Mr. Happy to do with bargains at Asda, which is and also Coffee and Memes is basically like this zeitgeist of meme culture and bullshit articles on the internet, which High Rankin, Will Rankin just talks about for a bit and looks dismayed at the state of humanity. It's good fun.
Actually,
sounds good fun.
I've got
That's another podcast you can listen to after ours, because fucking Rankin Radio is way worse than us and much more racist, a lot more homophobic, while still being very left wing.
right.
No, it's that kind of like ironic homophobia and racism.
I've actually got another quick one. I was introduced to a band recently called Batushka. That's Batushka. And they are black metal. They're black metal. Now, if the following thing means anything to you and tickles your fancy, go check them out. I describe them as, so if you would imagine someone loading the band Agalok into an elephant rifle and then firing them point blank range into rotting Christ.
Oh, damn, son, I want to listen to this.
If that tickles your fancy.
Oh, no, yeah, you've tickled my fancy,
Go
and
have
you're
a
going to
listen
tickle my
to-
fancy after we finish recording. Okay.
Go have a listen to Batushka.
Awesome.
They're wicked.
Okay, so share and tell a friend.
Batushka, ya ya.
Are we ready for share and tell a friend? Right, okay.
Yeah,
good.
go
Cue
for
the
it.
music.
Yeah.
Share and tell a friend. So we're going to be listeners.
The music's going, Tom. Get it right.
Share and tell a friend. It's the only way we're going to get more listeners.
There you go.
There we go. The website is podtopicpodcast.com. Go there to submit a topic. Hosts, submit a topic.
Yes, I'm sorry. I've been thoroughly negligent.
Search Pot Topic Podcast on all your social medias and you'll find us. And of course, send your emails and Pol Pot audio topics to emails@pottopicpodcast.com. We need some audio topics. We haven't had one for a long time.
Oh,
Kai,
it'd
you're
be lovely
listening?
to hear from any of you.
Kai. And of course, rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher 5 stars, maybe 4 if you want to be more considerate. And
Oh, of course. Finally, a massive thank you to Orangafruüp for the use of their song Trippples. That's Orangafruüp spelt with 2 U's and an umlaut. And Trippples spelt with 3 P's. You can find Trippples with 3 P's on the self-titled album Orangafruüp with 2 U's and an umlaut. Go check them out on Bandcamp. Go search them and buy their shit. They deserve your money. Some of them have children now. It's all good and you'll love it.
do it.
Sure.
We've met the children. And of course, thank you all, hosts, for joining me this evening.
Oh, well done, Tom.
And
You
of
did
course,
good.
Thank you.
You did very well. I did very nice. I presented your
You know what I'm going to do this time.
And of course, going to get a cacophonous from 3 people. Aboshi.
Yes.
Lower back pain's the
I was
worst. though.
seriously concerned it was fucking kidney failure, and I was getting really scared.
Yeah. Because that's the symptom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
And it was a case of like, I've hit it hard my entire life, and I've reached 32, and oh shit, I need a kidney replacement.
We're actually at that point now where we need to start worrying about shit like that.
Yeah, totally.
That's terrifying.
However, every time I've gone to the doctor with any of these queries, like hemorrhoids or back pain or eczema, or it's just like, no, these aches and pains you're experiencing, you're just getting older.
Yeah, that's just life. And it's like, oh,
Unfortunately-
really? That's what my parents have been dealing with.
Like literally.
No wonder they couldn't put up with me being sick.
I went to the doctor with hemorrhoid issues for the 3rd time.
Please tell me we're still recording.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, blooper goodness!
No.
Well, it's going to get cut out now that you've interrupted.
Goodness!
Bearing in mind, it's a like 55-year-old Nigerian woman, my GP. Usually, yeah.
Okay.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
But it was a case of going, well, I'm not going to investigate your bumhole right now. And she went, that's hemorrhoids. You're getting older.
Yeah.
It's a thing you need to deal with. Okay. What can I do with it? Well, I'll give you this prescription, but seriously, time, and don't be a dickhead with your diet, and don't be a dickhead and sit on the toilet for 20 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
Fine, cool.
Yeah.
Whereas when I went the next time with it, because I was scared about like fucking rectal cancer or something like.
Well, that's the thing. If you don't know, then of course you're going to think the
because
worst.
every time that you experience pain or anything like that, all your friends or your partner or whatever are going, well, you need to go to a doctor. And every time I've gone to a fucking doctor, they've gone, you're getting older.
Stop going to the doctor.
Stop bothering me.
Talking about
I'm the opposite. I never go to the doctor about anything.
I don't now.
And then it turns out I have to. And
So, talking about a getting older situation, a couple of weeks ago, I went to the bank. So, when we got back from New Zealand, Heather said, oh, look, like, the second you can get to the bank, can you open a Help to Buy ISA? For reasons of, like, buying a house.
Yeah, cool.
oh, you can do that. Oh, I'm so jealous.
And
Imagine having that.
I don't have a house, but I'm not a first-time buyer. It's the worst place to be in.
oh, lame. And obviously, you can't just transfer your mortgage either.
Exactly.
Yeah, shit.
That sucks.
But so I went there. So I opened up my old cash ISA and said, also, can I open up? I want to open up a new one of this Help to Buy thing. And the woman I was working with wasn't completely au fait with the whole thing, so she passed me over to this other lady, who's big, wonderful lady, and. And like right from the get go, she was on the hard sell. It's like, okay, so like how do you usually bank? It's like, well, usually I come in because I don't need to do it that often. But if I can't do that, I will just use
do it in the shower.
I'll do it.
Sorry, bank. Oh, sorry.
I'll just do it online. And she starts immediately telling me, it's like, oh, have you tried the app? And it's like, I mean, I've got a bank account with Barclays.
I only bank online,
and like their app's not so good, but the NatWest.
Sorry, bank.
Yeah. Well, both.
And it's like, yeah, no, do you know what? Like, I don't store my passwords anywhere. So like using an app that just becomes another point of potential security failure. And I don't do it that often. So I'm just happy doing this. And then she kept sending me a couple of other things, and we sort of building up this report. And at one point, as I've kind of told her, like, my situation, her and Heather's situation, saying, like, I don't know the details, Heather's got the details in this. She's kind of sort of, running in some things, some rough numbers and whatnot. And then she goes, okay, so I mean, if you're looking at buying a house, have you thought about like life insurance? At which point I just stop. I just go, well, of course not, because duh, I'm never going to die. And there's this moment between the two of us where we fall into complete silence and then both go, but seriously, the account. It was fucking wicked.
You just like, yeah, I need to update my will.
I haven't got a will.
At the moment, I'm going to leave everything to my ex. That's not a good thing.
What I'm going to leave? Getting a fucking gaming rig. That's it.
I had life insurance. That was a nice thing to cancel, life insurance. I tell you, letting that expire was such a weight off my mind.
It's nothing you need to worry about until you have kids. Like,
yeah,
serious.
Well,
a serious partner.
It was like, now I could die in peace. Like,
yeah.
It's supposed to be the opposite, right? It's supposed to be, I'm paying. When I die, everyone's taking care of.
I was secure now, but now
you don't have any dependency.
Yeah, exactly.
But the other thought is, okay, I've got life insurance now. Is somebody going to straight up fucking murder me? I was just like, oh fuck, how much do I trust?
Everyone would be so much better off. Everyone's had that thought, right? Everyone would be so much better off, like, financially.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a money well when it comes to my parents. Yes. They'd be so much better off if I was dead. Oh, that's an interesting. Oh, all right, next topic.
It's not a new one.
Can I redirect your attention to the glory of trains?
Can I interrupt you with the thing I almost interrupt yours?
I would never throw myself in front of a train, by the way.
Apparently, there's a rule there's a state in America that has a law that if two trains happen to approach a crossing at the same time, one has to let the other go before it goes. That's the law. I'm just have a think. But it solves nothing.
It slows it down. I bet the Germans don't do it that way.
I bet not.
Oh, no, because like no.
Auf der rechten Seite.
Okay. So in the event that has to happen,
yes,
they're either. Like the cross is on the same track, so the junction is switch them onto the same track.
Yes,
so
I believe that's what it's for.
One slowing down.
Might
not change anything if someone's not there to go. Oh, hang on, we need to switch track all of a sudden. Or if they're not on the same track, it doesn't matter.
Well, there you go. Either way, it's stupid law.
Oh yeah, thoroughly.
But apparently, I can't verify it, but that's a law.
All right, cool.
You dead yet, Tom?
Just give me, 1 minute.
Come on, I need your life insurance.
Okay, he needs a minute. Should we talk about bum wanking again?
Bum wanking? I need a girlfriend.